Supposedly it's going live. Let's see what we got. I know we're all so handsome that, people are jumping up for joy to see us.
That's right.
I'm handsome. I'm the one carrying the load here for the group. So
let's not talk about that last album we just did. Hey guys.
You liked it.
I did. We got Chris Vickery's with us. Good to see you. It's working.
Love Chris.
Starting off right.
There you go. What's up, Chris, buddy?
Right. So this is our first live stream that we're doing. Shout it out Loudcast. And I'm still trying to look into the camera better because I still didn't fix this before we started. What else is new? Buddy Gary's here. Brad. Beautiful. So we were planning on doing something sometime soon. And this thing hit, I don't know. Tom told me the first thing he said is goosebumps. This hit me like a ton of bricks. Yeah. And not because I had a personal relationship with Bob, but this is the closest to one of the 4 members where now that I'm an adult that is hit me that somebody in the Kiss family is gone. I don't remember when, what's his name? Mark St. John died. Didn't think anything of it really at the time. And then when Eric died, we were in college and, we heard he died. It sucks and this and that, but we weren't adults. Now we're at the stage where members of bands, not just Kiss, but a lot of our favorite bands, people are dying. Different diseases, different age, different whatever. This is the first one at this level. And it, hit the Kiss family. And for me, I'm like, we just did an episode. It's going to be released tomorrow morning. Tonight at midnight, it's going to be released. We didn't talk about this. And I feel like I got to get this out. We got to talk about this. And we just agreed to throw this together and try it out. So thank you guys for coming in and listening. And I'll pass it on over to you guys.
No, Zeus, you're right. Like, this is the first time that there's been like breaking tragic Kiss news, like in real time. And like you said, our episode is dropping tomorrow. And we wanted to kind of honor, the loss of Bob. And I think the thing that makes this so much more, tragic and effective to Kiss fans is just the suddenness of it all. You brought up Eric Carr. Kiss fans knew that Eric was sick, maybe not knew how sick he was. But as far as we knew, we didn't know that there was any real health concerns, physical health concerns with Bob. We can get into, what's been going on with him recently. We can save that for a little bit later, but just paying the respects to somebody who, especially diehards like us, just a massive member of the Kiss family from in so many ways.
Yeah, I was 21, hadn't turned 22 yet when Eric died. So the difference there is, the guy's sick, but you hear nothing because there's no social media, there's no Facebook or nothing, and right. There's no newspaper stories doing anything on the guy. And I was surprised it wasn't all over Metal Edge and blah 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 about how he was doing. And then one day you kind of find out he died, right? And at 21, Eric Carr probably hit me pretty hard because it was like, okay, that's one of the guys that I really, really like in this, musical world kind of thing. With Bob, it's more of a surprise. I don't think anybody knew that there was anything going on. Nobody's said anything about the guy's health. The last time I saw him was probably saw him live was Kiss Expo 2018. That was the last time I saw him and talked to him live. So I haven't seen, that's May 2018. So that's 2 years now. And I saw him. He was at the Kiss show Valentine's last year, 2019, because we went to the Kiss show in Vegas and he was at the Kiss show. So I saw him that day. So yeah, I saw him a year ago. But he's on Twitter and Facebook and everything. And obviously he's got friends out there. Nobody said that he was sick or anything. Maybe he was, and they hid it really well. Who knows? But yeah, it's sad. You know, anytime you lose somebody that you've been listening to, you know, some people would say, you know, they're heroes or whatever. It's still a part of your life, right? The entertainment part of your life, that's a big hobby. And, you know, then you start getting nostalgic and, you know, maybe you know, busted their balls a little bit in the past, blah, blah, blah. All that stuff kind of goes away because when something like this happens, people tend to remember the good. And I think that's what you should do.
Yeah, and looking at one of the comments from Mark Stewart, and Mark, thanks for checking in. You know, I think the thing that really makes this that much more tragic and sad for me, and I know for the Kiss Army in general, Mark asked, did Bruce and Bob ever patch things up? And sadly, to the best of our knowledge, they did not. And I think that you know, that's everybody out there has family. Some may not be getting along with everybody in their family, but to see something like this so tragic and sudden happen to two people who are so beloved in the Kiss family, and to have had that strained relationship, I think that my heart broke for Bruce as soon as I heard the news, just because it makes it that much more sad, because I can't imagine the kind of emotions that Bruce is going through right now, knowing that he's lost his brother and knowing that in recent memories of that were not the most positive. And I think that is that's just a very sad thing for Bruce and his family.
Yeah, we talked about this amongst ourselves. For those that don't know, it's sad because in addition to all this, we've been kind of corresponding with Bob for months. We were prepared to have him on to do an interview with him, and we've been going back and forth, and things had come up, and we kept pushing it back, unfortunately. And it was kind of like, I don't know. It's surreal now because our correspondence, either through direct messaging, email, we would write to each other. It got to a point, even when we were talking with Mitch LaFawn, and Mitch is good friends with him. Say, hey, what's going on? Bob's wondering, are you guys going to have him on? And we're like, yeah, no, we're going to. You know, let's be honest. We were talking about, you know, there was a lot of tension going on between the two brothers, and we certainly didn't want to stir any of that up. And Bruce had done some kind things for us, and we felt that, you know, it's not the best time to have Bob on. And obviously we're regretting that because it would have been great to have him on and to talk to him. And it's a shame. So this kind of hit us today. Like we were planning on having him on during the summer. I was just emailing him. What? Yeah. So it's very surreal, and it's kind of hit us. And we were like, you know, we just, like I said early in the beginning of the broadcast, we had our episodes drop at midnight. We did it. It's a fun episode. You guys will hear all about it. And it's going to be our first thing out after all this news breaks. I didn't feel comfortable with it. So me and Tom were like, we can't just do a quick blurb before this episode. It's just going to throw it off. It just doesn't feel right. So how do we get it out? Let's just go and talk. Let's grab Sonny. Let's go on and talk about it. Get all our emotions out. See if you guys want to talk about things. Mention stuff about Bob, his impact, his music. Yeah, I mean, obviously a lot of us, and some of us, and us included, had some fun with the whole Grammy talk and all that stuff. Everybody was it. And it's unfortunate. I don't want that to be the lasting legacy. The guy was a fucking talented player, extremely talented. So, you know, let's discuss the good. And that's how I'm going. And, you know, with our stupid sense of humor. That's all.
I had the opportunity, September 2017, he had his record release party in Vegas at Club Vamped. Account Vamped. It was fun. It wasn't packed. I don't think he probably pimped it too hard. Skeletons in the Closet. I like the album. There was some older stuff on there that I had forgotten about, and it made me go back and get the Murder Row stuff and that kind of stuff. There's some good stuff on there. I think it was great that him and Bruce got to play together on Kiss Cruise. I think that was huge for the Kiss Army to hear some of these deep tracks they would have never heard before. It was great the next year because they did it at the Kiss Expo again, so we got to see it live, and I wasn't on the Kiss Cruise, so that was pretty cool. And I've gotten to interview him a couple of times. We interviewed him at the tail end of 2017 on Podcast Rock City, and then like at the beginning of 2018 in Grown Up Rock, we did one Kiss interview and like one non-Kiss interview. So kind of heard about him and Jimi Hendrix and Meat Loaf and Blackie Lawless and those kind of stories. So that stuff's out there. And I think he was kind of like off the grid for probably 2 decades. Like, I don't think we heard from him in the 90s or really the 2000s. It's really the last 4 or 5 years that he's kind of come out of the woodwork, because I don't know when was it Paul's book or Gene's book when we first found out that Bob had been ghosting? Like, when did we find that out?
I can't remember I can't remember. I know what you're referring to, but I can't remember that. Yeah.
Because I think that's what kind of brought him out.
It was before Paul's, and I think it had to be. But I'm saying that out loud because I think social media did, but I can't really see Gene talking so much about Bob. I'm trying to remember the books. I'm sure Paul's book had more details about They seemed close.
Yeah.
So Grant. Oh, sorry, Sonny. Finish your thought.
Oh, I was going to say I saw him on the '89 tour, the Paul solo tour. Dude, those shows were awesome. It's still one of the top 10 shows I've ever seen. I think Tony might have been with me. I think Tony was with me at that show because we're talking about '89.
Speaking of Tony.
Is Tony on? Where is Tony?
He's probably on now.
That wasn't to show you my gut. That was to show you guys my shirt, my restrained shirt. Thank you, Tony. Wearing it proudly.
The logo's not supposed to be that big. Wait, show it again.
This one?
He keeps pulling his earbuds out. That's why you got to be wireless, my friend.
I need to get some pods.
But looking at the comments here, so Graham Richley, he says, great idea to have a live cast. Can't just blow it off in Kiss news. Bob played a major part in Kisstory. Our buddy Jack said the tragic thing. It seemed like he was really falling apart over the last year. Then he broke off his relationship with Bruce during that time. And like Zeus said, a lot of Kiss fans, Kiss podcasts, us included. We did have a little bit of fun with some of the stuff that Bob was saying, some of his comments, how he came out and just had some interactions, some of the drama. But that being said, it's possible to do, two things at once when you're a human being. When something is happening in real time, like Bruce's behavior, Bruce's comments, Bob's behavior, Bob's comments about Bruce, talking about that, having some fun with it, criticizing it, whatever. That's what human beings do. That's what Kiss fans do. Okay. But like Zeus said, at no point was anybody ever denigrating or taking away his unbelievable contributions to Kiss. And that's what we want to talk about here. It's an elephant in the room about the drama with him and Bruce, and that has to be addressed because it'd be disingenuous to not talk about that. But it's possible to do two things at once as a human being, and that's what we're trying to do. We don't want to spend too much time on that drama because everybody knows what it is, but just respecting his contributions. And my God, it's funny, Zeus, because we've had a couple episodes where Bruce was directly involved in a positive way. We talked about the DVD, the Eric Carr story. Bruce Kulick is featured prominently in that documentary. I mean, you remember that? I mean, that was I'm sorry, Bob. I keep saying Bruce. Bob was featured prominently in that. And then when we did the Paul Stanley solo album, we talked extensively about Bob's contributions as well, too. So, a lot to talk about with Bob.
So the other part to this is when we were talking to Bob about coming on the show, he had the drama and stuff going on. We were going to try to figure out how we're going to talk about it. We don't want to sandbag anybody, come on the show and then be like, hey, tell us what you think about Bruce and his wife. That's not us.
Right.
So originally, this is before we got the conversation going with Bob. My idea for a show was, let's do a Bob Kulick Kiss episode. What is that? Well, it's Bob played on this many tracks, and that's what I reached out to him. And like we normally do, let's do a top 10 list of Bob tracks. There's more than 10. He's did a ton of Kiss stuff. You got Paul's solo album. You've got the songs from Killers, Alive 2. He had an impact on Danger. He had from Creatures of the Night. He had an impact on Mr. Speed. So
Unmasked.
So there's stuff there. And I wanted to do a top 10 Bob. And we will do one in the future that Bob contributed to Kiss. And I don't know, you guys that listen to our show, we do our lists. I always talk about that the demo for one of my favorite Kiss songs, Mr. Speed. I like the demo version better. I like the Bob Kulick version. I love that lead guitar playing he does on that song. He makes one of, if not the favorite Kiss song, even better. That's Bob Kulick doing that. And in addition to that, we also talked about on Paul's album. Oh yeah, that sounds like Ace. That could be a Kiss song. And then we went into, that is definitely Bob. Ace ain't pulling that shit. Right? Yep. How many times did we say that? And that's kind of diversity that he could bring. And obviously, he played with like Diana Ross. He played with Meatloaf. He played with who was it? He produced Motorhead and all the bands.
He played with Wasp. I mean, like it was. I mean, it was funny because obviously this is a huge thing for the Kiss Army, but a lot of the social medias that I follow on Facebook and Twitter. Not Kiss centric, but things like Consequence of Sound, Rolling Stone, like all these music related things. They're all sharing stories about Bob Kulick because, like what you said, Zeus, he was huge involved with Kiss, but he had so many impacts. I mean, we make jokes about his contributions with the SpongeBob SquarePants stuff. I showed that to my son, and he's like, "Oh my God, I remember watching that episode when I was younger. Watching SpongeBob and his involvement with that. I mean, the guy, again, for all the fun that we had, the guy was supremely talented and did so many different things in so many different genres. And it's just
funny you say that.
It's just
So what I was going to say is, when this quarantine started, I was up in New Hampshire. That's why some of the video and stuff we've did. I was in New Hampshire staying at my brother's place. And while staying there, I was doing the emails, and I'd say to my brother and his family and his kids, they're my nephews. One's finishing college. The other one's in college. The other one's in high school. I would say to them, "Oh, I'm texting with this guy. His name is Bob. He had a part in Kiss." They're like, "Huh? What? Kiss?" But then I said, he did something with like SpongeBob, something like, which song? I'm like, what do you mean? You know songs? I go, yeah, something like Sweet Victory. He goes, he did that song. He did that song. They were like, I'm like, how the fuck do you know a song from a cartoon? He's like, that thing is huge. You have no idea. And I'm like, you guys got to be kidding me. And he's like, no, that thing is fucking huge.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Robert said it earlier in the comments. He was doing a bunch of tribute CDs too. So everybody in the business knows the guy. So what you're going to see over the next 24 hours is all kinds of people paying their respects because he touched so many people and worked with so many people. And he didn't just do Kiss tribute albums. He did a bunch of other ones. And he was connected to Bruce Boyer from Racer X, and they did a bunch of stuff. So he's been doing, that's when he wasn't in the limelight. He was doing all that stuff in the 90s and 2000s. That's what he was busy doing because he was a producer.
Jericho put something out today. Yep. Did you see that? Jericho put something out that he was involved with him in 3 different like tribute albums in 3 different variety albums. You're so right. He was doing these things behind the scenes. He just seems like somebody that everyone knew had the talent, maybe just never found the band to be, perfect aligned with him. But which brings me to the point, the big point that we haven't even talked about is that, let's not forget, he auditioned for Ace's role in the band. You remember, like, I mean, when you hear that story, like, talk about life coming full circle.
he was almost Ace. And then for him to come around and then be a part of the Kiss family the way that he did, it's just unbelievable. But some of the comments here, real quick. Ryan Bark says that Bob was so kind. He was a great friend. Ryan, I'm sorry for your loss that you were friends with Bob. That's a terrible day for you as well. On a personal note, he loved talking about projects that he had coming up. Mark Stewart says Bob definitely played a nice role in elevating Kiss in the 70s. The solos on Alive 2. Brad says the Bob and Bruce show in Indy 2018 was awesome, larger than life, and Turn on the Night were unreal. He just had so many different contributions, and like we said, when you look at his resume, the involvement that he had on all the Kiss contributions, it's just too bad. And I just my thoughts are with his family, but my thoughts are especially with Bruce, as I said earlier.
Yeah, we asked him about the makeup thing on one of the interviews. It had to have been on Podcast Rock City. And we asked him, how close were you basically to get the job? And he told us his story about, he told Gene and Paul, you guys don't need this makeup stuff. Like, Zeppelin didn't need makeup. You guys don't need makeup. And then he told us later, he goes, that hit my pocketbook pretty good. I should have probably just shut up and put the makeup on.
Yeah.
I like the story he would talk about. Well, Bruce, you might use my brother. He's like, but he's got a mustache. They're like, well, you can take care of that.
I remember that. Yeah. It's true.
So they both did have those thick, mustache. He decided to keep his most of the time, but Bruce had one too for years.
Yeah, straight up Mario and Luigi.
Seriously, I said before, I said before with Bob's, with his shaved head and the mustache, he looked like one of those magician guys from the 80s. Like he would do, like he would come out
Merlin,
Merlin, or like Gallagher with no hair, or like
the Sculler.
Rest his soul. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you got to have some fun. I mean, you got to have some fun here.
I don't think he had a skullet, but Gallagher was the inventor of the skullet.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's my next look. I'm going to try to go with that. I'm going to see if I can pull it out in the back here.
That's the quarantine look, my friend. Shave your head. Kidding. Yeah.
Graham Richley says Graham Richley says the feeling is that Bob was a musician while Ace was a showman. Ace was definitely yes. Bill Sharp says Doug Henning. Yes, that's exactly who we look like with that mustache. Doug Henning.
Who the hell is Doug Henning?
Oh, Google him. Google him.
Oh,
getting back to
Google me. Hey, Sonny, Google me.
Sorry, I asked.
So sorry. I don't know my 80s magicians.
Was he part of that act with the Egyptian magician? He came out with a mountain cat. Hulk Hogan had the best skullet ever, says Ryan Barks.
Oh God. So now we veered off into skullet rankings now. That's our next episode, top 10 skullets.
One during the well, hold on. They lost everybody. Oh, we just came back. There was also a different type of hairdo back then in the late 80s, early 90s. That was the Steve Sanders skullet kind of mullet hair with the curly hair. Remember that one? The Steve Sanders mullet. That was another.
I remember that.
That's the guy from 90210 had the curly blonde hair. He had that description of the curly hair mullet. It became famous in the hockey world, the circa, and every NHL, the Jaromir Jagr look.
If you played hockey in the 80s and 90s, you had to have your hair sticking out of your helmet in the back. You had to.
Oh,
yeah. Back in high school, could eat my hair. It looked ridiculously stupid.
Oh my God. So how did we just? This is what happens. So what people are seeing here in real time is what happens when we do our show. We'll be on one topic. Somebody will say one comment, and then 10 minutes later, we're talking about hockey mullets.
And we start with saying, look, we got to keep these episodes short, man. This 2.5 hour episode, we got to cut that stuff out. We got to get this down to 90 minutes. All I could think about is this ain't happening. Okay, fine. Whatever.
Hey, the load episode 14 songs, 78 minutes worth of music. What are you going to do? Oh, Robert DePasqua says Ian Ziering. That was Steve Sanders.
I don't think you pronounced it correctly. Didn't he say like wicked pretentious, like Iron? Like the idiot that does the football games. Who's the guy that does the football games? Iron something?
Oh, Iron Eagle.
Iron Eagle, yeah.
Iron Eagle.
They pronounce it the same. So
Grim Richley says only shouted out Loudcast can move from Bruce Kulick to mullets. That's true.
What was it on Seinfeld? Levine, not Levine. Levine.
Yeah, Artie Levine. And I'm Jerry Cougar Mellencamp.
Well, that's all from Young Frankenstein. Frankenstein. Is it Froderick?
Yeah.
No, it's Frederick. Well, why isn't it Patron Froderick Frankenstein? Yeah, we've all been that one. But
that's a good one.
Yeah. Triple H is the game. Motorhead. Triple H is entrance. Yep.
That's right.
That's another great one. Good one there by Ryan.
Yeah. I didn't realize. Now, Sonny, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not really familiar with a lot of Bob's contributions outside of Kiss. I'm familiar with some of the things that we briefly talked about. You're probably a little bit more, well-versed in some of his non-Kiss stuff, I would guess.
Yeah, so we know he was with Michael Bolton, right? That's kind of how Bruce kind of got involved in that thing. We know he was with Wasp. He didn't have a great time with Blackie, but nobody ever does.
That sounds like a weird combination.
Yeah, kind of all the way around. Obviously, he did the Kiss stuff. He was in a band called Balance with Pepe Castro, Pepe Le Pew. Pepe. Yeah. We know the Meatloaf stuff. Diana Ross. So Why Do Fools Fall in Love, 81. And then he had some of his own bands. Skull didn't take off. Blackthorn didn't take off. Murderers Row didn't take off. And then he did some stuff with, he did a solo album. He did some stuff with Doro. And I think he did some stuff with Ripper Owens. So he was kind of guesting, doing a song here and there. And then he decided to start doing these tribute albums. And he was part of the musicianship that was happening on the tribute albums, but not in every song. So we kind of hit and miss what he would do. So I think really after Wasp, he was, and I think Murderers Row was probably the last thing. He was like, okay, the band thing's not working. Let me just go do something else.
It's funny.
So he was always behind the scenes.
Yeah, it's funny because, like Zeus said, you got to wonder if that was his choice to not stick in a band. Did he just kind of being like a floater, like turning out to be like a session guy? Because the guy was just so unbelievably talented, but he never stuck with a band. So you got to wonder, was that his choice, or I don't know.
Yeah, and there's other musicians that way too, right? If you don't stick into a band for a while, right, a 5, 6, 10-year run. Now you're getting into your 30s and 40s. You kind of get settled in your way, no matter if you're a musician or just a regular human being, right? And by the time you're 45, 50 years old, you don't want to be in somebody's band. Like, you got your own thoughts, right? So unless you're going to go start a band of your own, which he would have been 50 in the year 2000. So what the hell is he going to go start that's going to take off now, right? So you got to go start making money some other way.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
But not to keep bringing up bad blood, but I think that's why there was the tension with him and Bruce. I think he felt he found a niche with him and his band. And unfortunately, they couldn't make it work. One way or the other, it didn't work. And I think everybody loved, from what I understand, the Kulick brothers, especially that Kiss cruise and everybody, and they had high hopes for it. And when you heard his interviews, he was talking about it. He was excited. He thought they could make this thing work. And somewhere along the line, they couldn't figure it out. And one person took it more personal than the other. And all of a sudden, in social media, there's slurs and comments and insults being thrown. And they couldn't figure it out. And it's too bad. And I remember specifically, because I remember listening to one of his interviews, and I remember where I was. It was in the fall, because we already had started talking with him about coming on, and he had just done the interview where he was bashing Bruce. And he had said something about his mom and how like his mom would hate that they were fighting, and you don't know, time on earth is short and it's not good. And his mom would be pissed if they were doing this, almost like he knew something and like, but he was stubborn enough probably to keep it like, yeah, you need to come to me and I'm not forgiving you. You know, you need to let shit go. Unfortunately, it sounds like they didn't patch it up, but we never know. I don't know.
Yeah.
The Bob and Bruce thing, the Kulick brother thing, it's a great fantasy world. Let's just put it that way. It would have been great. But you're asking Bruce to leave, what, a 20-plus-year-old gig at Grand Funk, and then you have to figure out how Todd and Brent work with the Slash machine, right? I guess Guns N' Roses is going to be on tour forever, so Slash doesn't have an opportunity to play, but they didn't know that at the time, right? So just the grease on the joystick would have had to been perfect for those four to be able to go do something, but I think it would have been great. Now, they would have been playing clubs. They wouldn't have been playing like fairs and theaters and stuff like Grand Funk is, right? But I think those shows would have been great, but it's a fantasy world. It would have been very tough.
Yeah, but Bruce is doing that now. He's got he's doing something with the band now. He could have done it with him.
Yeah, maybe.
You know,
well, going to the comments here, we got a thank you, Mark. Mark says not related, but it would be awesome if you guys would do more video podcasts. To see your reactions along with hearing it would be great. Thank you for that.
How would we do the clips?
One thing I wanted to bring up,
Tom.
So this what?
I was saying, how would we do the clips?
Oh yeah, that's right.
We would just act them out.
No, I just learned how to do them.
I'm out of here. Thank you. Good night.
Well, good night. No, we'll have to create a soundboard where you can just hit the button like Howard Stern does. So one of the things I was looking at, so this story broke around 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon was when we found out about it, and I've been checking social media, and I'm just stating this as a fact in case people are asking. I'm not stating this to try to cause anything. Other than the official KISS Facebook and Twitter, the only member of KISS, of the KISS family, to say anything at this time has been Ace Frehley. And Ace Frehley said on his official Facebook page, "I was very saddened to hear that one of my fellow rock guitarists, Bob Kulick, passed away at age 70. Bob and I were friends and were always treated each other with great respect. We were lucky enough to jam together at a few conventions, which was a lot of fun. Bob was an excellent guitarist and studio musician who performed on many more records than I have over the years, which didn't surprise me because of his great talent. He will be greatly missed in the music community, and my heart goes out to his brother Bruce, who I am friends with, and the rest of the Kulick family. Ace." Very well said. And okay, Chris Vickery is saying that he just saw Gene's a few minutes ago. Okay, great. Because before we went live at 8, I didn't see anything from Paul. Ryan Barks, I did see something from Kiss Online, but I know that Paul and Gene are very into the social media stuff. So maybe they're just trying to be private and not get into it. But I was impressed that Ace had some nice things to say about Bruce.
Paul's too busy putting out.
I didn't want to say it.
Putting out clips of him.
Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh.
Okay, so here we could start it right now. I actually like it. I thought it was good.
Yeah, because the other people
down, and I thought it was good. I thought it was good.
Stop.
Can you hear him in that?
Yeah, you can.
Where?
Yeah, you can.
I heard 2 other great singers. I don't know where he'd get in there.
Oh, good Lord.
I couldn't hear him.
Come on.
You guys could be great singers, and I'll be in the background going, come on.
Yeah, he was all in there. Ooh, baby, baby. He was in there.
I just
go ahead, Zeus. Go ahead, Zeus.
No, I mean, I say it all the time. I don't know if you knew this, Sonny, but I'm a big Temptations fan. Love them. It's just, it doesn't mean I'm going to go and form a band singing their songs. I mean, stay in your wheelhouse. What is he doing? Nobody is thinking, you know what this song, Ball of Confusion, could use? It could use Paul Stanley singing it.
Nobody wants to hear that. And you know what pisses me off is like you're in the middle of your end of the road tour. Okay, you're in the middle of the end of the road tour. It's been postponed. Who knows if we'll ever see them again live? And you're filling the void with this. Like, how detached are you from what your fans want right now? He was doing those great videos telling backstories about, Gut to Choose and Harder Than Hell, and now he's doing this. It's just, look, we love Paul, but sometimes he's just a pain in the ass, and this is just so annoying. It's just stupid. Nobody wants to see that. Maybe you guys out there do.
He has no real idea, or he's at the point in his life he has enough money. He doesn't
care
need what you want to do. You want to do what he wants to do, and he likes Motown, and he's going to sing Motown, and he wants to let everybody know he's the next Gordon Ramsay. So he's going to show you how to make a salad with chopped up pears in it. Yeah, and and how to make
his rigatoni,
prosciutto. And his music
I don't
so corny.
I don't know if I need to hear a version of Paul doing Papa Was a Rolling Stone. Whoa, 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 whoa. Like, I don't know if I need that, right? But he's talking about doing original stuff with Soul Station.
Terrible.
I think I'd rather hear covers that I know.
Terrible. So hold on real quick before we.
I don't need to. Wait a minute.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I put the beer to my lips. Finish.
Okay.
Take a sip. Go ahead.
Chris Vickery said that jeans was short. Okay, that's putting it kindly, because on Twitter
I saw it.
Because on Twitter, Kiss retweeted Bruce Kulick's long tweet, and they said, "We are heartbroken. Our deepest condolences to the Kulick family in this difficult time." Gene Simmons from Kiss said, "Very sad. Rest in peace, Bob Kulick." That's it. And meanwhile, Paul Stanley still crickets because he's fucking greasing up his pan to make his angel hair pasta for dinner tonight. Oh, Jack Broad jumps in here. We know Jeans was short. We saw the sex tape. Thanks, Jack. Oh, man.
Wow.
That's bad.
So true.
Oh.
So true. Well, we know Rachel didn't write that. Ace wrote that. Rachel didn't write it. When Rachel writes stuff, it doesn't come out good.
Oh, my God.
Rachel Gordon?
Yeah.
What is that? Is that Ace?
Where the fuck am I? Did I?
Remember when they tried to get me killed in the Bahamas?
That's I. How did I sound? Best you've ever sounded. That is the best fucking Bob Kulick story, is it not, Sonny?
Go ahead.
Yeah,
which one?
Definitely.
Did you catch that?
It's that.
You want to tell the story for people that probably may not know it?
What, the Ace and Bob story?
Bob.
Yeah,
please.
So you're talking about, Bob is in there doing the tracks for Alive 2, I guess. And Ace is lying on the floor. And Bob comes to step over him and goes, "Hey, how'd I sound? Best you ever sounded."
You know what that is? That's a guy being like, dude, how is this fucking guy in this band over me making millions and be considered a rock god, and I can blow him off the stage? Probably in Bob's mind. And I don't know, fucking just a waste of talent, but at least he's still with us. It's one of those like Keith Richards.
Oh yeah, he's never going anywhere. Yeah, Ace.
Yeah.
But like
those guys are going to outlive us.
Like the earlier comment said, Bob was a musician. Ace was a showman. Ace was obviously a musician, but there's a reason why certain and I've read a book, and I've actually seen a documentary about you know, the guys that are like kind of behind the scenes, those session guys, you know, that they have a very, very nice career doing it. But sometimes because they're almost like music scholars, they're music academics, that the showmanship, you know, sometimes escapes them. You know, and I mean, I don't know enough about Bob. I've never seen him in concert. Sonny, you have. I don't know if he has that showman ability that Ace had. I highly doubt it, but I don't know. You saw him. I didn't.
Yeah, he's not exactly, you know, standing there and playing guitar. Like he's got some movement
you know,
to him, and you can
Kulick.
tell. Yeah,
Spruce Kulick. Yeah.
You know, similar to Bruce, right? They move around enough to make them interesting, and they play great guitar, right? That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, nobody's gonna be Ace. Like, yeah, he's not gonna be able to pull off the Spaceman. First of all, he wouldn't have been the Spaceman. Would have been like a dog spot? We don't know, right? So, but he wouldn't have been able to do what Ace is doing. No way.
No. Jack says, Jack Rudd says on Peter Chris's website, it says, Bob Kulick, our love and prayers go out to the Kulick family, fans, and friends during this difficult time. So at least something there. You know, it's pretty interesting. You know, I'm just going to get this out of my system here, and then we'll move on. You know, Paul Stanley doesn't have a problem talking about anything and everything non-music related. And if you follow him on social media, you know what I'm getting at. So I find it very interesting that, you know, 8-9 hours later, he hasn't uttered one word about the passing of Bob. I just think I don't know. Zeus, you were going to say something. Go ahead, Sonny.
Yeah, let it go.
Oh,
he's got to talk to his therapist, and he's got to work this out. Paul is going to put something out. He'll put it in his time.
He's calculated.
He's crafted, and it is what it is. It is what it is. I don't know. I mean, you expect him to be anything different sometimes. This isn't something that he does. Bob was pretty critical of Paul recently. Pretty bad. And so he's probably going through his therapist and doing and trying to figure out how should he respond about this. Probably. I'll give him you respond within 24 hours. That's good enough for me. I'm not going to jump on him that he's not out yet, but you know, I don't know. But again, I want to go with this other thing. Mark Stewart here says, I agree with you guys on the Paul thing. I mean, I love Prince, but I'm not going to don high heels, a pirate's blouse. But I don't want to be a pirate, Seinfeld, and sing Baby I'm a Star. Bill Sharp says, any soul songs that make for a good stage banner? And I'm thinking off the top. You said Papa was a Rolling Stone. I got a dad. He hasn't paid child support. He hasn't come by and done visitation. He was a Rolling Stone. Let's hear it.
There's some girls backstage. They ain't your girls. They're my girl.
God, no. Paul. No, you're right, Zeus.
You eat a lot of cake. Sometimes you eat a lot of sugar pie honey bunch.
Woo!
There was a time in the 90s, there was a lot of girls coming over, you know, those pretty girls, and they were all going, ooh, baby.
Why are you giving ideas?
I got one.
This is what Paul's going to do.
More. All right, wait. Sometimes you drive fast. Sometimes you go through red lights. Sometimes you need to stop. Sometimes you need to stop in the name of love.
Jesus.
Come on, Sonny. I'm sure you got more in you.
I never broke no mirror. I try to pick a penny when it's sitting there for good luck because you know what? I'm superstitious.
Oh, God almighty. Speaking of Prince, he's going to pay a visit tonight. So, oh my God almighty.
That guy, that Prince doll has a Bob Kulick mustache on it. Let me see it. A Bob Kulick mustache. Oh, there it is. It does.
You know, you hear a lot of things on the news. There's a lot of social media. Back in the day, you had to read the newspaper or you had to hear it through the grapevine.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. Sonny, you're getting a kick out of this.
Sometimes you get good news. Sometimes you get UPS. Sometimes you get FedEx. Sometimes, please, Mr. Postman, don't be delivering me my package.
I am not contributing to this. Oh, my God.
That's awesome.
Are we done with the
my hotter than hell mask?
Jack Broad says
our good friend Steven.
Jack Broad says the Prince doll looks like Pablo Escobar.
He's as rich as Pablo Escobar. That does look like Pablo. I saw Narcos. That's very close.
Oh my God.
Nobody wants to comment on my Steve Wright hotter than hell. His wife's Corey's wonderful mask that he sent us.
I have one too. It's beautiful.
I wear it to work every day.
The Kiss one?
Isn't that a great job?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, keep it on your mouth.
I wonder if I have a big head because these Yeah, I'm washing my ass there, Jack. Pablo Honey. I'm sorry.
Pablo Honey, come to Florida.
We miss you. I could do this all fucking day. You start me on this fucking. I could do this all fucking day.
It'll just be a live stream of Jerky Boys. The Jerky Cast.
Oh, God.
Oh my God.
Now look what you made me do. Now look who I brought in on the fun.
Who?
So I have my Wonder Pets.
This is serious?
This is.
Oh, good Lord.
Now we're playing with our toys. Now we're playing with our toys.
And then I have my circa 1990s Jericho doll.
Oh, there you go.
Action figure, sorry.
Yeah, action figure.
And for some reason, he's got like a red streak in his hair. I don't remember that part of his gimmick, but anyway.
Is that his old?
Yeah, and they ride each other.
Oh, Jesus. Don't give
That's
him any
his little,
ideas.
like dragon that he rides.
Don't give him any ideas. He'll come up with like an animated cartoon.
Yeah. And I didn't realize how much I know Chris is friends with Bruce. Didn't realize how much he knew Bob. And he said we quick text with him and it was like about this. I'm like, it sucks. 2020 sucks. And I mean, obviously he's got so much shit on his fucking plate. But he just like, it's a total drag, man. I feel bad. I mean, all these other people that had these relationships with him, it sucks. It sucks. Now that I'm steering the car back into the lane.
Speaking
trying to be
Jericho,
serious here.
No, I know. Speaking of Jericho, do we know he told us that he's recorded that they've done Heart of Chrome, but he hasn't put it out yet though. Yeah,
it'll come out probably soon. No is doing very well. And that fucking song kicks ass.
Yep.
Zeus, look who joined us.
Look who just joined in.
I need the music.
You need the music. It's our Italian friend from Australia, Jack. I want to say Pinocchio, but I think it's Pinocchio.
Pinocchio.
But he's the one who got he got his own theme music. We now have the Godfather theme for Joey Casada, and now we have the other theme for Jack Pinocchio. He's got his theme music now.
Eerie.
In and
out. Godfather. And when Mama Corleone comes and sings, and then the old guy gets up there and he's all tremoring. And he's like, in and out. That's the best part.
And we're joking as he says, sending out my condolences from Australia with a sad face.
Because
we're
joking our asses.
And we're teasing his. See, this is the problem with us. This is why we can't go live. There's no edit button here.
We don't edit anyway.
That's true. No, Murph wants to know if it's Monday in Australia.
Wait a minute.
That's the only question Murph has. Is it Monday in Australia? Jack says, haha.
No, Jack said something here, Tom.
Yeah, he says you could say Pinocchio. Oh, wait, here we go.
Oh, no, Jack, you are a legend.
Brad Rustoven says Jericho's version of No, No, No better than the Kiss version. Ooh, controversial statement there. I'll be honest with you. I'm not a huge fan of the Kiss version.
I am. I like them both. I love his version he did of.
Yeah.
Go ahead, finish.
Oh,
go ahead.
No, I was blown away by Jericho's band doing No, No, No. I thought they were unbelievable. It was awesome. You were going to say you like his version of what?
I love of King of the Nighttime World, but I'm not going to say I like it better than Kiss's. But he does an awesome version. Some people can just pick up and know. Like Chris has an ear for Kiss music. He knows. He's a fan. He gets it. He's not one of these superficial assholes like, let me interpret this. Let me get this into a, let me think of how this really should sound. He's not that fucking asshole that did Kiss My Ass. You're like, oh, don't you like his for the Yoshi fucking bozo? Well, let me do Black Diamond on a piano. Oh,
dude, that guck. Why are you shitting on Yoshiki? Shit. That guy's like a famous. Musician.
I don't care if Mr. Miyagi won a fucking Grammy. He sucks. He shouldn't be on that fucking album.
Why not? Save it for the Kiss My Ass review episode. Save it.
Always
stop the show.
Always look I.
Oh, we got Lemmy Blackmore checks in from Canada. So we got Canada, Australia, we got the US. Sonny said, Lemmy, what day is it in Canada?
Just in case Murph needs to know.
Murph tracking everyone's location. Oh my God almighty. Oh.
That version of No. It was actually, I think it is better than Kisses, to be honest. I like both, but I think it is better than Kisses.
I don't know.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I was never a big fan of the Crazy Nights version, but I thought Jericho's band, they nailed it. I can't wait to see what they do with Heart of Chrome because I really love that version on Revenge.
I love that song too. Ooh,
yeah, me too. So
how many times has Chris said that line took our sexy conversations and sold? He loves that line, loves it, and it makes perfect sense for him doing Heart of Chrome.
It's funny. So before we were recording. I'm in New Hampshire, New England, and it was like 200 degrees today with the heat and humidity. So before we were recording, I was sitting out on the deck and I had music playing, and I had Kiss playing as usual, and Heart of Chrome came on, and my wife was sitting on the deck with me, and she's like, I don't think I know this song. I'm like, it's not. It was never a hit. It's it's kind of a deeper cut. She's like, this is a good song. It should have been a hit. And this is coming from somebody that's never even heard the song. You can just tell when a song is a good song. And Heart of Chrome is freaking awesome.
Love that song.
Lance Lumley says Jericho band gonna cover Soul Station songs.
Oh God forbid! Please say no to that.
All right, let's try it again. Everybody's trying to figure out what's going on in the world, and everybody's trying to figure out what's going on in America and in Russia and Peru. I'm trying to figure out what's going on right here.
Oh my God. Make it stop. Now I'm really going to say stop the show. Now I'm going to say stop the show.
Oh yeah? How about sometimes you get a woman backstage, you tell her what you want to do, and sometimes you get right to the point and you say, let's get it on.
Oh God. Here we go.
I don't know what your house is made of. I don't know what your house is made of. Some houses are made of sheetrock. Some houses are made of pebbles. But my house is a brick house.
Oh, God almighty.
Hey,
Rye Guy. Hey, a college friend, Rye Guy, joined in. Ryan Bartlett. What's up, Rye Guy? Woohoo!
Okay, so this is the gentleman, Rye Guy, for all you listeners out there, long-term listeners, who unfortunately has been my victim for some of the stupidest and most moronic things I've ever done. And they've always affected this poor guy. This poor Rye guy. He's always the victim of my stupidity. And we've told some stories, Rye, not all of them, but there's enough out there that some of you people know. Now, the other thing we were going to get into, and then I just totally lost it when you told me Rye guy's here. What was there was another one that we were going to talk about. You were saying something about before he was talking about the last brick house where you mentioned something, Tom.
Oh,
and
yeah,
Tom
Lance,
and Sonny got me off track.
Yeah, Lance said that Paul can sing Rubber Band Man. I don't want to hear. I don't want Paul getting any more ideas. Honestly, I'll be honest with you. If Paul did that kind of stuff, but what he's doing now is just not for me. Not for me. And I like that kind of music, like maybe a little bit, but not him doing it though.
Not Paul now doing this. Paul in the 90s could hit anything.
Oh yeah.
Anything.
Definitely.
Right? It's just
I agree.
What are you doing? Are we all like supposed to pretend you're not having issues and you want to sing songs that are not known for anything but the great vocalists that sing these songs?
Right. Right.
Yeah, that's not David Ruffin up there. That's not fucking Marvin Gaye singing that right now. That's a 70-year-old Paul Stanley who's struggling to do Love Gun.
But he did that song well. You got to listen to it on YouTube. It's good.
No. Oh no.
That's not even one of my favorite songs. Who's that by? That's what do you call it? Isn't it
Smokey Robinson and the Miracles? I think
Smokey and the Miracles. Yeah. I mean, he's got so many better songs. I wish he did a better song.
He probably didn't want to do a better song because he probably didn't want to try to pick a song that maybe not everybody knows. I don't know, but whatever. God bless him. God bless you, babe. Say a prayer.
I thought it was interesting.
All right, see you later.
Yeah. I thought it was interesting because when Gene Simmons was doing his band thing, right? It wasn't coming out on the Kiss Online. They weren't really sending you Kiss emails, but I found that video because I got it through Kiss Online to my email saying Paul Stanley doing Soul Station.
Yep.
So now who really runs Kiss?
I agree. I agree. Oh, Jack. See you, Jack.
Yeah.
Thanks for checking in, buddy.
Bye,
Be safe
Pinocchio.
in Australia.
Bye, Pinocchio.
Gene runs the brand. Paul runs the band. And this is one of those where Paul puts his foot down and says, Gene, after you fucking hawking all your stupid family jewels, your fucking stupid fucking vault, I'm going to put Soul Station on, and I don't want to hear a fucking word from you. Is probably what he said.
You know what, though?
And Gene's like,
sorry.
And Gene's like, thank you. Paul Stanley from Kiss, can do that.
Sorry, Paul. Let's just say Paul said that. Paul's way off because there's a big difference between Gene Simmons' Family Jewels, which was a popular show, love it or hate it. It was a popular show, had a couple of seasons. The Vault, say what you want about it. It's Gene Simmons, but that was a huge event. Soul Station is so on the fringe, it doesn't even sniff anything Kiss related.
You say that. You're wrong. Kiss fans will eat that shit up. Dude, they're buying paintings of his for a couple $1,000.
Wait, what did you just say? You said so. You.
you.
I had pony. My brother had pony. So what's wrong with that?
Who would say that? You
who would leave a pony country to come to a pony-free country?
No, actually, Zeus, you know what? You're right. Paul Stanley, you put his name on anything. You're right. People are buying paintings because it says like PS in the corner of the painting. You're right. You're probably right.
Never mind the paintings. People are buying those ridiculous shoes and fanny packs.
The fanny packs.
I haven't seen the fanny pack. I got the shoes right here because my brother bought me some.
Oh,
my brother bought me them.
Good. Sonny, not good.
Danny, what the fuck are you doing, Danny? Oh my God.
That's all Danny's fault. There was a nice gesture though. Danny hooked me up.
Danny is going to be my cruise member, cabinet member. So that's the other thing. The cruise is going off to 2021 now. Jericho rescheduled his cruise. I think, what did we say, Tom? February?
February. Yep. February.
Yeah. And then
Sonny,
Monsters of Rock. Sonny, have you heard anything?
Hold on. Sonny, that's the Paul Stanley Puma.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Nice.
$60 for this piece of shit. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's called the Paul Stanley waist bag.
We are going to be banned by you saying that. It's a piece of shit. We're going to be banned.
You're banned.
By who? Ban me.
By anybody on Kiss Nation is going to ban us for saying that. But then again, Stuart thinks that we're all so PC about Kiss. Fucking
people will get over it. So you were just talking about the cruise.
Yeah.
You were just talking about the Jericho
cruise.
Yeah.
Is still in February. They're supposed to let us know by the end of June. And just like all those other cruises, there's a lot of international folks flying into these cruises. And reality is a decision does have to be made, because if you're international, like, you got to set up travel and all that kind of stuff. You could tell me a month before and I can be there. You could tell me 2 weeks before and I could be there. But everybody's not in that boat. So my guess is it'll probably get moved. But if Jericho moved his to February and he thinks a cruise is really going to take off, then maybe ours doesn't get moved.
I don't know. I mean, I'm still surprised that Kiss postponed theirs for a calendar year. I was surprised by that, but maybe.
Yeah. Well,
go ahead, Zeus.
All those guys have to get their fucking jobs. The guys performing on the Monsters of Rock cruise have to tell their bosses at the fast food joints that they need a certain time off. How else are they going to fucking plan to be on the cruise?
You just accused me of being an asshole for shitting on Paul's Puma waistband, and now look at what you just said.
We're a fucking Kiss podcast. We're not a fucking Enough's Enough podcast.
Why not? Let's do it. I like Enough's Enough. So does Sonny.
I want to put a bullet in my head. You like that shit, man?
I like Enough's Enough. But New Thing is a great... Dude, New Thing is a great song.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
What did you do with Tom? What did you do with Tommy? Where did he go?
Oh.
Well, some of the music that we
this would be
to,
the number one band that you would...
Some of the music that we listened to from the 80s, Enough's Enough had a couple of songs. I think New Thing's a good song. I think it fits right into the 80s pop metal shit. I'm sorry.
No.
Enough's Enough. I thought that was an easy slam dunk for you.
No. If you want to slam dunk, it's always going to be Crocus or Lizzie Borden.
Crocus.
Those are the slam dunks. Oh, Bill Shop says there's not enough.
Bang Tango.
There's enough Bang Tango podcasts.
There's not enough Bang Tango members. The members don't even know they're in Bang Tango.
We could always do a Leatherwolf fucking podcast too next if you want.
Sleaze Bees. Let's do Sleaze
coming up.
Bees.
Yeah, our next bonus episode, we're going to review the London Choir Boys debut album.
Or fucking Nitro. That's coming up next.
No. There was a band called Nitro. Sister Whiskey. Sister Whiskey's Liquor and Poker. We're doing that one next.
Liquor in the front, poker in the rear?
No, it's called Liquor and Poker. That's what it's called.
I get it.
Fucking horrible shit.
Oh, God. So, what
Better
else?
Anyway.
Oh, hey. Mark Stewart, okay, got to go to work. Hoping you'll repost this on YouTube in its entirety. Thanks for the last. Please consider the video podcast. Mark, thank you. I don't know. It'll be on our Facebook page, so the video should just stay there. Now, Ryan Box wants a Shotgun Messiah podcast. See, there are people out there that I bet you there's a Shotgun Messiah podcast out there.
Yeah, they're half of the fucking part of the. They're half of the Part of in Hell podcast.
Part of in Hell guys. I was just gonna say that all the guys from Part of in Hell are probably screaming at us. They're probably screaming at us. Hey, I like all the
front row to. I got front row for fucking Lizzie Borden's fucking performance on Monsters of Rock Cruise. Congratulations. Okay. You push by the two guys selling fucking cheese. Wonderful.
So what's the better name? Lizzie Messiah podcast or the Shotgun Borden podcast?
Oof.
What's better? Mix them.
I don't know. See, maybe the next round we'll get creative with our bonus episodes because I just did Metallica Load. I went off the rails with that one. Sonny already has his pick. We won't spoil that. We don't know where Zeus is going.
Oh, so, good Lord!
I know where I'm going.
Oh,
I know where I'm going.
That could be scary.
Well, we have a theme we cannot change from rock. So I'm not going to go on a limb and pick a country album. I'm not going to go on a limb and do anything, off the chart. It's got to be rock. Unless someday we change our mind and we all change our mind. If you guys, Sonny wants to do a fucking, I don't know, jazz album and Tom wants to do a classical album. I don't fucking know.
I would,
chances are that's not happening. So
I think we have to get through. There's like a massive library of rock albums we want to get through before we approach that. But you're right. I don't know. Who knows?
And the hard part about this is there's a lot of albums that I want to do by artists. There's another album by them. Well, we can't get to them twice before we finish the one.
Well, hold on. That's a self-imposed rule. So if you want to do,
it's called OCD, my friend.
No. I understand, but like the way, put it this way, we did OU812. Yes, it's a Van Halen album, but it's Sammy Hagar. So if you came up and said, you know what, I want to do Diver Down, I'd be like, okay, fine. It's Van Halen, but it's David Lee Roth Van Halen. Who cares?
I get it. I'm not going to pick it, but I get it.
I'm just saying. Wait, so now you don't like Diver? Oh, that's right. Sonny Pooney live is going to tell you that David Lee Roth Van Halen sucks.
David Lee Roth is the 6th best singer in Van Halen. 6th.
We can't turn this into a Van Halen thing.
You're like the idiot that tried to tell me that, oh, Michael Anthony's more important and better than Gene Simmons is to Kiss. Like, that is the stupidest fucking comment. First of all, my fucking thing, and my thing was Michael Anthony is the 4th, I would probably say the 5th most important member of Van Halen.
His background
fucking close. He's not.
His background vocals.
So you're saying he's more important than Alex Van Halen? No fucking way. No fucking way. Alex Van Halen's sound is quintessential. He's not more important than David Lee Roth. Not even fucking close. Obviously not Eddie. So who's he more important than any of those guys?
But my point is that, yes, you're ranking him in the band, but my point is you cannot underestimate his background vocal contribution. Some of what he does to those. Right. Oh no, but you're right. I agree with you. Trying to compare him to Gene Simmons was ridiculous.
But is he not the 4th most important member in any other than maybe Gary Sharon's part? Is he at any point more important than the 4th member in Van Halen? No, not even close.
Honestly, I don't. His background vocals on those David Lee Roth era albums.
He's more important than Alex.
Probably not.
Oh
but
my God! No.
I think it's a lot closer than you think. I think it's a lot closer than you think.
I'm not a drummer, but I can tell you when it's fucking Alex Van Halen playing drums.
Go listen to a song like Women in Love. Go listen to a song like Women in Love or a song like Beautiful Girls. Those songs are the hits that they are because of Michael Anthony's background vocal contributions. They are. Those songs aren't hits because of what Alex Van Halen does on the drums.
They're great songs. They're great songs because they can do a great job in the studio. Continue doing a pretty good job live. We'll give him that.
Yeah.
But everybody can do a great background vocals in a studio.
Well, that's
nobody can do a better studio background vocals than Def Leppard. No, but he can continue that. You can give him kudos because Michael Anthony can still do a good job live singing background vocals, whereas most people can't. Okay, so I will give him kudos, but who gives a fuck? I'd rather hear the badass drums or the guitar or the singer. Or see David Lee Roth fucking jump over 5 people or Sammy Hagar.
What I'm saying,
crazy notes. He's not important than them.
The comments.
I love Alex.
The comments
that's
with Tommy.
fucking. Oh, dude, I need to change the shirt. Fuck you, Tony. Fuck you. That he's more important than Alex Van Halen.
I love Alex Van Halen. I love Alex Van Halen, and I think he's a tremendously underrated drummer. I think he's terrific. But there is the things that Michael Anthony does stick out and are more valuable to those songs than what Alex Van Halen does. That doesn't mean that Alex Van Halen isn't awesome, but I'm going to tell you, go listen to Van Halen 2 or Diver Down or whatever. Michael Anthony puts his stamp on those songs and defines that sound that we know. I love Alex Van Halen, but he's not doing anything magical.
No, he doesn't.
I love it.
No, he doesn't. Eddie Van Halen is the sound, and then the next thing is Alex Van Halen. And the fact that he does a good what is it? Because of all the things that are important, the background vocals is not that important compared to the drums and the guitar.
You're using the wrong term. I'm not saying important. I'm saying if you took Alex Van Halen out of that band and put another awesome rock drummer in that band, the music would pretty much sound the same. It would sound different, but relatively same. You take Michael Anthony out of that band, you don't have Beautiful Girls, you don't have Women in Love, you don't have half of those songs that Michael Anthony stamped with his background vocals. You just don't. You just don't. Sorry. And I love Alex Van Halen as a drummer. I think he's amazing.
Dude, first of all, I've been saying this, and I said this a long time ago about background vocals. I said that Van Halen has it and Def Leppard. Def Leppard can do those background vocals all the time and better.
Those aren't background vocals, Zeus. Def Leppard does layered.
They're not.
Def Leppard does layered vocals that are pretty much a studio.
Oh, and Michael Anthony's just hitting it on one note. Like, oh yeah, Michael take the whole thing. They all do.
That's Michael Anthony's voice. What you're when you hear Photograph,
just Michael Anthony.
When you hear Photograph by Def Leppard, those background vocals you're hearing, those are layered vocals that are pretty much produced. Those aren't translating.
But in Van Halen, it's only Michael Anthony. Come on.
Pretty much carrying that background vocal. Yeah.
And it's one track.
I didn't say that.
You fucking Ted Templeton? Are you in the studio? How do you know what they do? How many layers they put in there? How do you know Eddie Van Halen and Alex aren't singing along with them on certain tracks that you like? I don't know that.
All right. Let's move on because you're getting pummeled in the comments. You're getting pummeled in here.
Who? Not close. Not even close. Alex Van Halen's much better than fucking little Smurf. Michael Anthony Michael Hall, whatever the fuck his name is.
That's a good one. All right. Where do we go now? Now what do we do?
How did we get to Van Halen?
That's what I'm saying. Do you see what's happening here? We started off honoring the memory of Bob Kulick. Then we started talking about mullets. Then we started talking about Jerky Boys. Then we went back to Kiss.
Shotgun Messiah.
Then we went to Shotgun Messiah. Then we just got into an argument about Van Halen. We talk about OCD. We have ADD. Oh my God. Anything else, gentlemen? Zeus is
about what?
Still.
Life?
And
I was drinking.
And I was drinking. Sonny, why don't you show us Michael Anthony's Jack Daniels bass behind you?
Oh yeah. Hold on. Hold on.
I was actually kidding. You don't have to get up. I didn't think he would do that.
Because what I needed tonight was a fucking shot of Sonny Pooney's legs. Because that makes my night fucking complete now. What the fuck? Dude, take that helmet you call a hairdo out of the way.
That thing is beautiful.
Right? I had it made by the same guy who made his.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Holy
shit. I had to sign a release saying I wouldn't sell it on eBay.
For real?
Yeah. I had it made probably about God, I want to say 2004, probably 15 years ago. Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So in other words, Danny's going to sell it?
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
this is, I got kids, right? I'm not leaving shit to Danny.
I take care of my kids.
No, you
Yeah,
have him
right.
No, I'm just going to sell it in his name.
Robert DePasqua says,
Anyway.
wow, that's cool. That's pretty cool. Oh, Lance wants to know if Soul Station's going to play the Kiss Cruise. No, they're going to play the Vinnie Vincent Catamaran Cruise.
Fucking Vinnie Vincent. Let's talk about that fucking freak for a minute.
Oh, come on. God, here we go.
What's wrong?
Nothing. I'm just laughing because what else is it? You notice? Do you notice how Vinnie Vincent? Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, what were we talking about that All Systems Go was brought up again recently? Why did we bring that up recently?
Oh, we were talking about. Well, I don't want to. I don't want to say it on here because it's kind of a spoiler for potential episode. But I guess I can say this: if you talk about Kiss family albums, so albums made by. We were talking about albums made by guys who were in Kiss or connected to
Kiss umbrella.
Yeah, and I made a comment saying, yeah, if we did that, the best one is going to be All Systems Go. And you said, well, maybe not. And I was like, yeah, it might be. I think so. But who knows? I know there's a lot of people out there that love Ace's solo career. So who knows? I could be way off. Sonny, Ace's solo career. What do you?
What I think about Ace's solo career?
Yeah.
I've had fun watching Ace solo. I don't know if I have a burning need to see him again unless he's going to do the '78 solo album.
What about his solo career discography? You think it's? What do you think?
Obviously I love the '78 solo album the best.
Yeah.
My second favorite's Trouble Walking. I would say Fraley's Comet and Second Sighting are probably after that. The newer it gets, the farther I'm away from it. Like the last three, I could give two shits about it.
Yeah,
to
not
be
that
honest.
good. Yeah, I agree. Those first few were pretty good.
If Ace wants to make some money on the Kiss dime, you need to go out there and do the '78 solo album front to back. Like, go do that, and he can probably sell theaters.
Didn't he do that at the indie? Was it the indie convention?
No, he did it at the New York Expo, and he did it one time. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah,
I thought he was doing that at the Kiss Cruise Fest.
I thought he did it at Jersey only.
He did do it at a convention. I remember that. It was like a whole special event. But you're right. When he did that, I thought that was going to be the beginning of something where he would go around and tour and play that album.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't do that, and I don't know if he was waiting to see if Kiss was going to call him for the end of the road tour, and he didn't take advantage of it. Maybe he passed on it, right? And he was hoping something was going to happen. I don't know.
Right.
He's still on Stewart's fucking program, still with the attitude like, well, I'm available and they can call me. Right, the price has got to be right.
No one's calling him.
You don't have leverage. Don't have leverage. You don't.
No.
And I think with his girlfriend, they fucking played their hand and it screwed him. Dude, what made him think that Gene or Paul wanted any part of that drama when he pulled up that, hey, I think Gene was finger banging my girlfriend at the concert, and and now he wanted to assassinate me when I was in Bahamas. Like, what the fuck is matter with him? What are you doing, dude? Like, that's the shit.
Yeah. Brad
says he did it in New Jersey only. They were talking about doing it in a theater and recording it. That would have been a pretty cool live album. Lemmy Blackmore. Oh, this is good. Tommy Faye should tour it. Chum for the haters. Can you imagine that?
I would go see it. I would go see it.
He's so
70. by the spaceman. Oh my God.
Hey, he's a spaceman. Doesn't matter, right?
dude.
Oh yeah, then
Fucking
Lance said,
heads
did
would
you guys see
explode.
Stewart said Revenge is overrated? Yeah, fuck him. Stewart, give me a break. Yeah, we know he doesn't. We know he doesn't
You
like
say
Revenge.
no. You don't say Revenge. You say Creature of the Night. Yeah.
What's that?
Who?
Yeah, I say
Stewart?
Creatures of the Night.
Who?
Yeah, people probably think people probably think I'm crazy because I think Creatures of the Night is overrated. But what do you think? I don't know.
I don't hear that much praise about Creatures of the Night, so it's hard to say it's overrated. It's not like people.
Oh God, people love that
usually-
album. They love. Well, people love
I
that
don't
album.
hear that much. I mean, people don't hate
The
it,
drums.
but it's not like when you ask people what their favorite Kiss album is. Creatures of the Night is one out of every 40. Like you
No,
always hear
I don't
Rock and
think
Roll
so.
Over, Love Gun,
I don't know.
Destroyer, the first one.
Do you know the
Zeus,
problem is though, Sonny? You know what the problem
Zeus,
is?
our buddy Joey
That
Casada. It's his favorite album.
What about him?
I was going to say
Oh,
Creatures of
fuck
the Night.
him.
It's Joey's.
Ah, fuck him.
Where is he tonight? God damn it!
Fucking Joey Quesadilla. No, you know what it is? It's right on the line because I will be honest with you. I didn't get into Creatures of the Night until after I got right back into Kiss, and I'm watching and I'm getting Animalized Asylum. And guess what I did? Like they did, and they fooled us. I went back and got Creatures of the Night because Bruce was on the cover.
Yep.
Thinking it was a do you know how long it took me to realize that who the fuck was on this album? That Bruce wasn't there? But wait a minute, Ace is on the cover. But wait a minute, Ace wasn't even in the band. It fucked me up because I mentally would say this is not a makeup album, but it was. Right. So it's never going to be put in that category of the first 6. It's in that middle range. The Dynasty Unmasked, Creatures, Elder. So if Creatures was a non-makeup, or real non-makeup, not like the fucking shit they pulled, people would probably say, oh, it's their best non-makeup. I think you would have that argument as even though probably the best is Lick It Up.
I put Lick It Up right there with Revenge. I mean, I like everything. I like everything non-makeup. I do. I mean, I'm on record. I'm a huge fan of Hot in the Shade. I absolutely love that album. I like Carnival of Souls. I'll take a beating to that. I mean, and I don't like Carnival of Souls. I don't like it ironically either. Like I enjoy not all of it, absolutely not all of it, but I like Carnival of Souls.
Did you just say? Did you just say what? I take pictures for people to enjoy?
And I put my watermark on it so you don't steal them.
Oh my God, dude.
Hey, really? This is what happens. This is what happens when you go live with us. No one's safe. No one's safe.
No one is safe.
Nope. No one is safe.
Let me.
Here we go.
Lemmy Blackmore says Stewart's favorite is Asylum from the non-makeup era. Stupid, right? Well, I don't know. We got someone right here. Here.
That's not
he didn't like it enough to take it in the album draft.
That was because I took Purple. Oh, let's open that can of worms.
Here we go.
Let me open the jar here.
Let's recap the draft while we're at it. Oh my God.
He was just frozen. I took Purple. Somebody's gonna
jump in and go, well, my house got the most likes.
More people wanted to come to my house.
And I want a ribbon, and it's hanging up in my office at home that I got the most likes of all the houses. Hey, what the fuck? I don't know what you're talking about, Jack.
Yeah, Jack. What I don't even know who that is. What is that? I don't even know what he's talking about.
I think it's
Chris Sinzak says
it's the new dish that Paul's cooking tonight.
Chris Sinzak says, thanks for going live, fellas. Nice to get some laughs after this shit sandwich of a day. Thanks, Chris. Welcome.
So going back to that, what we were talking about, how do you feel that you have the same favorite non-makeup album as your buddy Stewart?
Oh, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. Stewart, he's a pain in the ass sometimes. I still listen to his podcast when he has somebody interesting, And I just kind of fast forward the first 15 minutes of me, and I just pass forward through all that.
See,
stuff.
we can separate that, can't we?
Yeah,
we can separate it.
Oh yeah,
I can like you for some of the stuff you do, and I don't like you with the Kiss stuff. And we're gonna go off in this rant here, but it's the fucking hypocrisy. Yep. You don't talk about this with other bands. You don't talk about background tracks with fucking people that do it just as bad as Kiss. You don't talk about fucking music selling merchandise stuff about that stuff when it's not Kiss. And you don't talk about bands that have contentious relationships and bring them up and stir shit up unless it's Ozzy or Kiss, Paul and Gene.
Yeah.
He has a problem with Ozzy, Sharon, Paul or Gene. And that's the only shit that he stirs it up.
Sonny, what's this comment by Chris? He says, remember how cool Stewart was to us after the Atlanta Expo, LOL. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
So he ended up using the tables to do an interview with Vinny. And he didn't realize that the Growing Up Rock podcast scrum was behind him the whole time.
Yep.
So the whole interview had the Growing Up podcast on the back of it.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
But so we're at, I think what Chris is talking about is we are at a bar and we're eating. And he came into the bar and I think we were trying to wave him down. And he saw us, didn't say shit, and just went into the back room. I think that's what Chris is talking about.
Okay. No, but Zeus is right. We've said it before. It's like you have to be an equal opportunity criticizer, reporter. To me, if you want credibility, you have to. And if you're gonna shit on Kiss and if you're gonna make comments about Ace and Peter and the way Paul and Gene are, that's fine. Some of the stuff he says is true. I'm not gonna say that my problems with Stewart are because I don't like what he's saying about Kiss. The problems is that, like Zeus said, you're not saying it about any other band. You're not nitpicking any of the group dynamics among band members because these bands it's just so obvious that you have been left by the side of the road by Paul and Gene, and now you're like a crazy ex-girlfriend who is just going to stalk them, and he uses Ace as his weapon to get to Paul and Gene. And it's just that's the problem here. I mean, like I said, I don't necessarily disagree with what he says about Paul and Gene. Some of the stuff that he says is, some of it's kind of true, especially when I will say he made me laugh when he was shitting on Gene about the steak that he breathes fire, and then he was going to sell it after the show.
Every song.
He goes, if that's the case, Gene's going to be breathing fire after every song. Right? I think that's kind of funny because it's like, it wouldn't surprise me if he did that. But yeah,
but he doesn't. But he doesn't do that for anybody else.
Right? No, that's the point. Exactly.
He doesn't. Yep. And if you guys really want to hear what we think, listen to our episode. It'll drop in a couple hours. I think we get into it a little bit. That's right. Because we do. Basically, Sonny, I'm not sure if you're aware. He retweeted my comment, and it went a little bit viral. Oh, yeah.
Oh, he did. Oh, so, I didn't know that.
So he put the thing up. So you guys will hear about this tomorrow, but I don't give a fuck. I'll say it now. So Kiss put a comment up about them being on the Rock Honors for VH1. This is Kiss' Twitter page. He jumps in, and he comments, and then he says, and the thing about this was that Ace wasn't allowed to play with Kiss that night. And blah, 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 blah. Ain't that right? Scott Ian, Tommy Lee, and whoever else was on there with them. And I'm like, and I just put a picture. Some fan created the Stewart from Beavis and Butthead smiling thing and put the Ace t-shirt on him. I think it's funny. So I tweeted that, and I just wrote, this is why they don't like you. And then he retweets that. Jesus, people are like PC and they can't say anything to them. I'm just spitting facts because I was a producer for that show. And I'm like, no, it has nothing to do with, you patting yourself on the back. I didn't even want to get into it. My whole problem with him was, again, this is Kiss's own site. You go on there to throw in shit, stir shit up to try to get Kiss people fighting amongst themselves about Ace versus Gene and Paul. Why are you bringing this up?
Oh, they
Why
did.
don't you tweet about it on your own page? And then what he does is you stir this shit up. And then you get the fucking idiots that are kiss his ass and like, oh, no, he's been carrying the torch for rock music. I don't give a fuck what he's been doing. It doesn't mean everything he says is what we should all believe. Just like he criticizes people that follow Kiss. I don't believe it. We have a Kiss podcast. We don't kiss their ass at all. If anything, somebody probably hears us from Kiss is like, dude, we got to get these two assholes off. All they do is shit on us. We don't shit on them, but we do put in perspective. So all these fucking people that are sitting there and kissing his ass, and he makes these false equivalencies. We are not one of these sheep people that are like, Kiss can do no wrong. Paul is the greatest. Gene is always right. We don't do that shit. What we are tired of is your fucking sanctimonious bullshit and your hypocrisy. And you stir shit up. And you're a fucking troll when it comes to the band. And stop pretending that you're not. That's it.
And like we said earlier, when we were talking about a couple other topics, you can do two things at once. You can still listen to Eddie Trunk's podcast. You can still respect what he's done, wave the banner of 80s rock and everything. I'm sitting right next to two of his books. I mean, I say this all the time. You can do all that, but you can still criticize. Like, I don't understand these people that think that it's all or nothing. Like it's the same thing with a band.
Exactly.
Like, you may love a band, but you can still say that some of the music sucks. Sorry, I don't own every, it's the same thing with Eddie Trunk. Yes, he has done a lot of really good and cool and awesome things, but I can still say that he's a pain in the ass when it comes to Kiss, and he is. And people can't see that you can do both. It's like, the left hand can do this, the right hand can do that, and you can still talk about the same topic, but people get all bent out of shape,
And his relationship.
Go ahead.
And his relationship with Ace is a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, and I think that might end up costing Ace joining Kiss again.
Great point.
Having
Sonny.
Eddie Trunk as a friend and just kind of needling it, and I don't know if that's good for Ace. We know how Paul can be. Paul can be very vindictive. Paul can be very personal. And that's a great point. He's probably like, okay, all right. This guy's an asshole. You're friends with him. You're an asshole. Like that's how Paul can be, And
See,
Jack says it's all because, go ahead. No, I was going to say, Jack said it's all because Paul shit on him a few years ago at his art exhibit here in New Jersey. Yeah. I'm not familiar with that. I'm not familiar with that exact story. The one thing I do remember is, and I can't remember where it was. Maybe this is that event. Paul was doing like some kind of interview thing, like in the round. And I thought somebody brought up that metal show. And maybe somebody out there can correct me. I thought somebody brought up that metal show. And Paul kind of laughed it off and said, the Wayne's World or something like totally like pretty much minimized the guys from that metal show. And he knew that Eddie was part of that show. Again, I thought it was kind of funny, but that's Paul needling. Paul can be a little pain in the ass. And, I don't know. That could be why Eddie has a problem with him. And he, it's a big unhappy marriage, I guess, if you want to call it, between the two of them.
Yeah, I think
the dynamic is fucked up. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I think Eddie serves a purpose. I mean, he's helping the bands that I love. There's no doubt about that. I wish there was probably a little more humble, not as much self-promotion, but the reality is he's trying to make a living doing it, so he probably doesn't have a choice doing that. I wish there was just more than one person doing it, though. It seems like, I know Mitch is kind of dabbling in it a little bit, and there's podcasters out there, and there's some folks out there, but reality is Eddie's it. And I wish there was more, because you would hear different opinions from a bunch of places. Eddie's allowed to have an opinion too, I guess, but I got nothing against Tommy. I tell you, I like Tommy in the band. I think he does a great job.
Absolutely. Oh,
let me tell you, hey, Sonny, off the record, I promise you, he doesn't either.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't.
Of course.
He doesn't. He makes this, he knows this is what stirs shit up. He knows this. And then he puts on this, well, I think this is an insulting thing and blah, 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 blah.
I was just going to say that. Yeah.
Anyway, no, but what he does is he keeps forgetting the big part about all the hypocrisy about Ace in the makeup, Cheetah Chris, fake Fraley, and all that shit. They keep forgetting that each one of them played with either Eric or Tommy in the other one's makeup and didn't have a problem with it. Nobody took a stand. I don't remember fucking Eddie Trunk saying, wait a minute, how the fuck is Ace playing with Eric Singer in Peter's makeup? That's not right. I don't remember that. Do you? Or when Tommy first went into Ace and Peter was in there. I don't know when that started, but I guarantee you it wasn't vocal. He wasn't vocal like it is now. And you're absolutely right. If you know Paul and Gene are like, listen, we have enough money to last our lifetime, except for Gene. He still thinks he wants more. But I can either do this and go out on my own terms, look to my right, look to my left, and be like, Eric's got my back, Tommy's got my back. Or I can, for a little couple extra bucks, bring this fucking train wreck called Ace, where I have no idea what he's going to say in an interview, or if he's going to show up shit-faced, or if he can handle the fucking load. Or I can bring Peter, who's going to bring his fucking wife with him with a list of demands and a list of shit that I don't fucking need because I don't need to. You would be lucky to make the money I could give you, and you're coming in here with demands? Go fuck yourself. I don't need this. So why wouldn't I have Tommy and Eric with me? And what does he do? He has his wife stir shit up with Gene, and then he has fucking Stewart in his back pocket going on every few months. Hey, let's talk to Paul. Talk to Ace. Ace, have you talked to the guys? Ace ain't getting fucking airtime if Ace is talking about his new fucking solo album. No one gives a fuck. Everyone cares what he's talking about Kiss. So
you didn't hear? Ace is doing Just My Imagination with Stoll Station. He's doing the twirling
on the cruise.
Very nice. Sonny, you're right. When you were talking about how you wish there was like more than one person, the thing about Eddie too is that his voice has even gotten more powerful because it's Sirius XM, and I know not everybody has it, but the amount of subscribers that Sirius XM has. So he used to have that once a week show on on the Boneyard. Now it's on Hair Nation, so it's Trunk Nation once a week. But since Sirius XM a few years ago created that channel called Volume, where it's a talk station, but it's all music talk. Now Eddie has a show 5 days a week, multiple hours every day. So his voice got even bigger. He has that much more time to talk now. So he's doing 6 shows a week on satellite radio, plus his podcasts. And that's great. And he's very active on Twitter. And nobody is holding any of that against him. But you're right. It's his voice, and there's really no one as powerful as him right now with that voice. And you kind of wish that there was, because the only voices that you have out there to kind of counter a lot of his stuff is our voices, and we're just little people that don't matter. You know what I mean? So, but you're right. It's a good point about how you kind of wish that there was. And we love Mitch. He's been on the show, friend of the show, great guy. Love his podcast. He's excellent. I wish there was something. What's that?
How much easier would Paul and Gene's life been if Eddie Trunk didn't harp ever about the makeup? How much voice did he give those people because of Eddie Trunk?
Paul and Gene don't care. They're still selling out. They don't care. They're still selling records.
Whoa. You don't think that all the grief, and they get grief and they hear shit, and I get it. They still sell out. They're still fine without it. All the backlash that you see on the message boards, on the Facebook posts, on the Twitter about all
that would happen anyways. That would happen anyways, even without Eddie.
Not without his voice. He's the only one, the big one, bringing this up. Who else is doing it?
Kiss fans bringing it up. Kiss fans themselves are bringing it up.
Yeah,
he's the megaphone that brought this out.
Yeah,
he's the megaphone that got this going.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I'll tell you, if Ace wasn't doing interviews with Eddie,
yeah,
Kiss fans wouldn't listen to Eddie anymore The only reason they listen is because he keeps getting ace.
And
but
Peter
like Zeus
from time to
said,
time.
when Eddie's talking to Ace, it's about Paul and Gene, and it's not like Eddie's not having Ace on to talk about his new orange vinyl Space Invader album that fucking no one bought. He's having him on there to talk. He's having him.
Why
on
do
there.
I have it here?
Well, you're a bad example, Sonny.
He's having him on to talk about when he signed into Megaforce Records. And
Remember,
the fish
he did
fillet
that.
story. And the fish fillet story that he tells 100,000 times. All right.
It's pretty funny. What is that? Iron Maiden. From Fear to Eternity. Greatest. What is that? Best of 90 to. Iron Maiden has something better after 1990?
You suck.
Is that like a single? Is that a single?
A single. I have a bunch of those. I have a bunch of them.
I'm sure you do. Lemmy Blackmore says the makeup didn't mean that much to Ace and Peter when they sold the right for next to nothing. Not sure why everyone is so bothered because they continued to be successful. I have never cared about the makeup. That doesn't bother me. I mean, I will say, that being said, I can see it doesn't bother me, but people that get bent out of shape, that's how rock fans are. No, it's Peter Criss, it's Ace Frehley, it's Catman Spaceman. I get it because the Catman was created. That was a Peter Criss creation. Spaceman was an Ace Frehley creation. So I get that. I understand it. But it doesn't bother me. I don't know. Maybe it should. Maybe I'm a bad Kiss fan because it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, I think if Kiss is dead and they don't make it out of the 80s, let's say, you never hear about it. It instead would have been, man, Ace and Peter got away with making $1 million off that, whatever, selling the makeup, whatever, how much money they made.
Yeah.
Right. Yep. And everybody would think they're the biggest geniuses on the planet, and everything was about Ace and Peter, and Kiss was nothing without them. Right. It'd be like that. And the problem is that, when they sold it, did they know it was going to be huge? Of course not. Right. Who knows what they're on? Who knows if they're hammered? They're just making the best decision they can at that moment in time. It was interesting. My wife and I were talking about it this morning. We heard the Folgers commercial again. Folgers in your cup, right? And she goes, man, the person that did that jingle must be a millionaire or a billionaire. I'm like, babe, that guy made $5,000 and moved on. He's not making 5 cents for every time the commercial plays.
Was it the version with Paul Stanley singing it?
No, I wasn't. No.
Oh, I see that's
when he did the Olay at the end.
Yeah.
He was in like the circus and he had like a pirate shirt on. Olay.
Oh my God. Oh yes. boy. We have covered pretty much everything that could be covered right now. Holy shit. Talk about, like you said, Zeus, OCD and ADD all together. Wow.
By the way, there's something scrolling that says the tragic passing of Bob Kulick. I think we stopped talking about poor Bob about an hour ago.
I know. I feel bad. People who checked in, they're probably like, what the fuck? Why are these guys laughing? And they have a thing that says the tragic passing of Bob Kulick. What am I looking at here? I know.
Why are they talking about Shotgun Messiah? Was he in that band?
These guys are talking about Stewart and Bob Kulick just passed? Yeah, maybe we need to update that band, although it's a little too late now. We stopped talking about Bob about an hour ago.
And
God rest his soul.
Did he write that song? Oh, baby, baby? I don't understand. What's with the Motown songs?
Oh, I just thought of one. Oh, we're out there. We can't touch anybody. You wish you could hug somebody. You wish you could go over and have a pizza with them. You wish you could go to concerts. But I'm here to tell you something. If you reach out, I'll always be there.
Oh, God. We need a new nickname. Sonny Motown Pooney, not Sonny Hollywood Pooney.
That's a good one. You like that? I'll reach out.
It was very nice. It was very nice.
Yes.
Troy Astro says Bob Kulick is dead. Oh, man. It's like losing Peter Criss's replacement, Eric Carr. It's a big loss. I think the Eric Carr loss was a little bit bigger, but it's a big loss.
Troy, he didn't mean that. He's sorry for your loss. He's like, what an ass.
No, I'm saying.
I think he's trying to figure out whether he was serious or not.
No, I was talking about his comparison between Bob Kulick is like Eric Carr passing away, and I said, not really, because Eric Carr.
I'm really.
So wait, no. So now So Bob Kulick dying is the same as Eric Carr dying in terms of Kiss family, in terms of the Kiss family. Come on, Motown. Come on, turn it into a song.
I think it's mean to say, meh, whatever. You know.
That's not what I said. That is not what I said. That is not what I said.
Stop the
Stop. He's on a very fixed income.
Your Nana has now agreed to send us. Have you ever seen other shows doing this StreamYard? Do they have this kind of combative relationship, or they're all like serious? Yes, I agree. I find that album to be the most, dynamic of all the albums they've done. And then it's us.
And then it's us like, fuck off.
Tom, that's a very astute point. I see where you're coming from there. I think you should fuck off.
we can do that. We can do that.
Absolutely. And and the sad thing is though, I'm glad we can laugh about a little bit stuff and get a sense of humor. Yeah, I mean, obviously, we're all like saddened by Bob's passing. He had a tremendous impact, and I don't know. I'm thinking outside the members. I know that just Kiss. We're a podcast, and all we do is put lists together. Tom, that's how me and you think. So I'm like top five impact on Kiss outside of the band members.
Oh,
I would probably. I don't know.
Oh.
Let's go through them. I would say first Neil Bogart off the top of my head. I'm not going in order. Neil Bogart had more of an impact. Obviously, what's his name? Bill Aucoin. Sean Delaney. That's three.
Yep.
Then maybe him. Who else would have a bigger impact? Now, what do you call it?
Ezrin.
Well, but then you're going to say Eddie Kramer? Eddie Kramer did a live.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Who else would be in there? Impact non-Kiss member.
I mean, Lenny Blackmore says
Desmond Child all over it.
Yeah, but even the Desmond Child songs, he didn't make Living on a Prayer for Bon Jovi. He did Heaven's on Fire and a few other ones, but nothing that made him like the impact that his songs did on Bon Jovi's career. Let's be honest.
Put it this way. Put it this way.
Lemmy says Anton Fig. Maybe good comparison.
Yeah.
Probably about the same amount of tracks.
Lance said Ace's stuntman in Phantom of the Park.
That's a great one.
Chris Vickery said JR. I'm assuming he's talking about JR Smalley.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking myself. I'm like, dude, come on. The tour, guys. They're
not Pepe Castro? Not Pepe?
Pepperoni. You want to speak to a man named Pepperoni? See, yes, Pepe.
I mean, you could start branching out your thoughts into like Ken Kelly. I mean, the guy that did the artwork for album covers. And I mean, how far off do you want to go off into this? You know what I mean? I mean,
they hired an artist. They hired an artist to do that. Could another artist done that? I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't be as creative.
I don't know.
Leon the Sphinx, the critic.
The critic,
right? Could somebody put a fucking side by side of the critic and fucking embarrassing Doc McGee's fucking hairdo?
Once we figure out how to use this StreamYard a little bit better, we can start doing this stuff live on the air. We can start putting up graphics and pictures. But I think the fact that we're struggling to build a solid top five, I think Bob Kulick probably has to be there. I think.
Could care less about Chad Bennett thing struggling. I want to kiss you.
John Matola says Jean Beauvoir.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, he didn't come until later in the picture. He did some good stuff, but he didn't come until later.
Again, but what impact? How big of an impact? Yeah. Okay, wonderful. But are any of those songs as big as the songs on Alive 2?
No.
That Bob did? Or Paul Stanley songs on his solo album? or the songs off of Killers.
Well,
Not
it
even
depends on what
close.
you think is big. That none of those charted. Desmond Child songs charted.
I'm going against Jean.
Yeah, but we know Kiss fans don't care about charts. But
John
I see
Dubois
what
was
you're
involved in "Who Wants to Be Lonely," "Tears Are Falling."
Are
Those all
you
charted.
are you comparing those songs to the songs on Alive 2?
Hey, I'm just telling you they
Sonny
charted.
is Asylum.
I'm telling you they charted.
Right.
Yeah, I know, but we don't. You know, that's not how we judge Kiss, though.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking. But anyway, it's a good discussion. I don't know who else would have had a bigger impact. I agree. Doc McGee and that fucking comeback in '96, organizing that, obviously he brought Kiss to a different stratosphere. Vinny Bonzia.
I think one of the things we haven't talked about, which you got to give it to Bob. He goes in, he does whatever Paul and Gene are asking him to do. He does a great job. It's on some of our iconic songs. He doesn't say shit about it until it comes out from somebody else. I'll tell you honestly, you know how hard it would have been for me to sit back and see this Kiss machine rolling with some of the stuff I helped with, get zero credit for all of it, knowing I did it, and this guy that's drunk all the time is getting all the praise, and I'm the one who played all the shit.
Yeah, but it's not like, you know what this reminds me of? It's not like the Bon Jovi, where the Bon Jovi bassist that used to be in the band for this first 5 or 6 albums and all the tour didn't play fucking a lick. They had some other guy that didn't look like a rock and roller playing all the studio albums. And then the other guy that did was in the band and posing. That's complete different, because Ace still did Parasite. Ace still came in with Cold Gin. He did, like, it's not like he did nothing. And this stuff that happened,
What about if you want to go off in terms of impact? What about and it's slipping my mind, and I feel like a horrible Kiss fan, and maybe. By the way, John Matola says, "Guys, I was kidding about John Dubois."
Yeah.
Maybe somebody can help me with this name, but some of those early photographers that took those iconic pictures, whether it's like the Empire State Building or whether it's the Love Gun era, that Cube session, or just some of those iconic photo sessions. But and go ahead, Zeus.
I think that was O'Coin's idea, so I think that would fall
right.
Him.
No, you probably.
So they would have hired somebody else to do. But I think that proves how big of a Bill O'Coin was.
I mean, the top three of the top three are obviously.
The other one would have been what's her name? I'm drawing a blank. His partner that ended up marrying Neil Bogart. She could have been
Joyce Biowitz.
Joyce DeWitt.
Yeah. Lynn Goldsmith. This, by the way, anybody who does not have this book, this is how big it is.
Great pictures in there. There are some great pictures in there.
This book is insane. You have to get this book. This book is unbelievable. Can't recommend this enough.
That's one of those books that I wish would have had like some sort of preparation kind of thing, so I could frame some of them, like buy 2 books, frame some of those, and keep one in a book. Some of those pictures are unbelievable.
Yeah, the book is that's one of the best Kiss books I own. Could be one, maybe the best, but yeah.
What about Lydia Chris?
What about the Coppertone girl? Like, what the fuck?
Lydia Chris had a big impact in the stuff in the beginning.
Yeah, probably keeping Peter on a short leash by having him lose his complete mind.
Yeah, but she took a lot of the photos, some of the outfits she helped out with in the beginning.
I was going to say, Lemmy brings up the artist that did the solo albums. The Italian fellow there. Yeah, Eraldo Caragatti. Yeah, that's like we said before. It's probably the most iconic images of the 4 band members.
Extra pepperoni? Yes, extra pepperoni, please.
Yeah, he's the Italian fellow.
Enrico Palazzo?
Enrico Palazzo. Wally Alberts must have just checked in, and thank you, Wally. We've been live for 2 hours, and the reason we went live was to honor Bob Kulick's memory. This show has veered off course in 500 different directions, but the first probably 30, 40 minutes of this live cast was talking about Bob. And then we're talking about Bob again because we're trying to make a list of the most impactful Kiss members in history, and we think Bob is probably top 5.
Yeah, if you say influence on the music, Bob's going to be in the top 5, no problem, right? Because besides the four original guys, hell, you could say impact on the music might be bigger than Peter Criss because he didn't write a lot of the stuff.
Oh, right? So, don't say that.
Wait, say that again. I want to hear this that. So we can like record this, make sure it's nice and clear. Say that again.
Impact on Kiss music, Peter Criss or Bob Kulick? Peter didn't write most of the stuff.
On Kiss music? Are you fucking insane?
This is so easy. This is so easy.
Fucking insane.
It's like poking the bear.
I was just going to say that. That's all that is.
It's poking the bear. That's me poking right there.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean,
Zeus is speechless. This is worse than the purple pick during the draft.
The purple pick was just like this.
What? I'm like, that's not fucking funny. And especially since we just decided that we weren't going to take out, what do you call it? We weren't going to do trades. So I'm like, he just took it from me. I don't even get a chance to pick it. It's not like I have it. I don't have it on my phone. I don't listen to it all the time. Right. It's like this imaginary world where all of a sudden I'll never hear the album.
You don't have it.
What did he do? It's gone.
You do. Oh God!
Oh, I want to see him in his tight little shorts. Anyway, listen, I think the first 3 are the biggest. Those are easy.
Oh yeah.
Sean Delaney, Bill Aucoin, and Neil Bogart. Probably, I would put that in there. But if you go musicians, you'd probably would say Bob, and then what's his name there? Anton Fig.
Anton Fig, yeah. Probably.
Anton and Bob each played on one solo album with 9 songs on them, right? Yep. Anton played on Dynasty.
Yep.
But he didn't play. I'm not sure who played on Alive 2. There's always rumors. I've heard that Peter did. I heard that he didn't. He played on, what else did he play on? He played on Unmasked.
He played on Unmasked. Yep. I was just going to say he played on Unmasked.
He played on more than Bob.
Yep.
And Peter.
Oh, you're right.
He played on more stuff than Peter. Shut the fuck up.
Sonny, don't do it.
Oh,
don't
stop.
do it.
All right. You just ding, ding, ding. What are these comments? Go ahead, Tommy. Read these.
Let's see. Troy Astro says Gene Simmons plays the bass like a Stratocaster. Okay.
What, in the videos? When he's like, boom, doo, doo, ba, doo, ba, doo. And he was going, doo, 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 doo.
And I was going biddly, biddly bop, and that's how I wrote While My Guitar Gently Weeps.
Dude, have you ever seen, me and Tommy remember the fucking, the Dana Carvey's show. That thing was fucking hilarious. And then they canceled it real quick. Absolutely brilliant. That whole Beatles thing came out way before they did the, what's the name? Will Ferrell did the Neil Diamond.
Yeah.
So on that, Harrison's like, I killed somebody before. And he did all that stuff. And what's the name? Snoring, sleeping in there.
Yeah.
And then he was going, Billy Bob.
Lemmy Blackmore says, in terms of influence, Devereaux, big influence. Glad they defeated him. Zeus, you're not gonna like this comment from Troy. The credits don't lie. Peter Criss didn't write a lot of the songs. The credits went to Paul, Gene, and Ace.
It doesn't mean anything, though. Who cares?
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything. He's a musician. He doesn't got to write nothing. Forget it. Pizza maker. Who cares? Don't make pizza.
I am on Zeus's side here. Peter,
how many songs did we just did Load? How many songs did Jason Newsted write?
Almost none.
None.
Was he even on the album?
He didn't write any.
Yes.
I didn't hear any bass.
I did. No, that's Injustice for All.
Yes. Wally Albert says Anton is on Ace's new album out this fall. Anton Fig.
Oh, that's cool.
Anton Fig is playing on Ace's new album due out this fall.
That's cool.
I got a new fucking album.
Where's my Grammy? Is it again for the last one?
What are you talking about? It's in the can. It's in the can. It's been in the can.
He is. Ace.
Poor Ace.
And that's the thing. Poor Ace. He gets, and we've had this comment get brought up to us. We've had it in our questions. We get in our tweets. We get a lot. Why the fuck does everyone give him a pass? Like, because people love the lovable loser.
Because he's Otis. He's Otis from Andy Griffith. Everybody loves Otis.
Yeah, you're not fucking putting yourself in a time cap here, right? You're not dating yourself at all with that one. The Andy Griffith show?
He is the old man of the group here.
Yeah, I am.
You know,
I'm okay.
Remember he thought that old lady on The Stranger was hot.
Oh, dude, she is. She is.
Dude, are you fucking?
She's hotter than the wife.
Yeah, what?
Neither of them were hot. Neither of them were hot.
This is all it takes is one comment, and we take another detour down a fucking TV show.
That Stranger was good, though. Stranger was good.
It was really good.
Oh, it was awesome.
The girl that was like the fucking one stirring up all the shit in the rumors, and the murderer's, not the murderer's mom. No, who's the one that had the
one with the
girl
cap?
that was
the one in the cap?
The Stranger.
She was pretty cute. Who was the lady that was watching the kids and her daughters were friends, and somebody spread a rumor about one of the daughters, and she was a teacher as well, and she was friends.
Oh yeah, I know you.
Oh,
yeah.
She was pretty cute.
Yeah, that's our review of The Stranger.
That was one of wasn't that one of your things?
What, The Stranger? The Stranger was good overall. I loved it.
Hard.
Yeah, it was. I loved it. I thought it was awesome. That lady's in it. She's kind of like a Spice Girl, kind of a man. Yeah.
Dude,
oh boy!
You know how much shit we get about your stupid comments that the Spice Girls look like men? That is beyond. That's like this stupid. That's as bad as your Asylum is the Kiss's best album.
It is their best album.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
And the Spice Girls look like men. Are you fucking insane?
Yes.
Dude, I think we need to do a top 10 fucking Sonny hot takes.
Give me the Golden Girls versus the Spice Girls any day.
Golden Girls.
That sounds about right. You would take that. You're about their age, so I mean, yeah. I can see that.
Wally wants to know, how old are you guys? Well,
why, you want to date me?
That's what this is. This is online dating.
Thanks, Sonny. We just lost somebody now. Again,
hey, our buddy Daryl Albert checked in.
Where? I don't see his ass.
Right there at the bottom.
Yeah. Says Sporty Spice is a tad manly. That's what it says.
I would have fun with that poor fucking victim. Oh my god. She is not manly. Have you seen, especially now, what she looks like? She's even more like fucking jacked up. She looks hot.
Yeah, she's
smoking
like a man. Like a
man. You can act like a man. What's the matter with you?
How old are you guys? We can't divulge our ages, even though we've already said it many times before.
I turned 50 this year, so I'm 50.
You're fucking old.
I know.
I'll be 47 in a few months.
When's your birthday?
July. So
I'm older than you by a month then, right?
Yeah, your birthday's in June.
Yeah, by a month.
Yeah, that's right. So everybody out there, birthday presents.
Yeah, no.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
So, to finally come around too, like we're getting more people listening now than we did earlier. Bob Kulick. Anything else you want to bring up about him before we
No, I mean, it's just, I think we've talked about his value and his value to the band and everything he's done. I mean, for God's sakes, we have him in the top 5 most impactful non-band member list. I mean, it's everything he did. So,
yeah, and I'll say, the last year and a half, there's been some interesting stuff out there. I will tell you, I met him before the year and a half, and he seemed like a nice guy. Right. So nobody's going to get judged for the last 18 months that we're on the planet. And who knows if you even got the full story. Guy's a nice guy. He's a great musician. He was important to the Kiss family. And it sucks to lose a Kiss Army brother. Doesn't matter really who it is. And reality is Bob was important to the Kiss machine when the Kiss machine needed somebody important in the late 70s, early 80s. They needed the help. and he was there to help him. And otherwise, Ace probably, leaves during Love Gun. Who knows? So I think it sucks for his family. I feel for Bruce, and sucks to lose a Kiss brother.
Yeah, I have a ton of regret that he didn't get a chance to reconnect with his brother, as far as we know, and they didn't get to patch things up. I also feel like I personally have a lot of regret because we never got that interview, which could have been one of his last. And I feel like it's going to sit with me that we had an opportunity to do it and we didn't. But, more importantly for the man, he was a guy that obviously produced good music. One of my favorite songs of all time, he was on there. And unfortunately, we're going to get a chance to listen to him play some more music. And in the end, it's sad. And it gives you, that life lesson that life is short and that we shouldn't stay mad at people that we care about, especially not family. And I hope that somewhere along the line, they got some peace, and that Bruce and Bob and all the family involved that are still with them and can, look on the bright side of things. So on that happy note, Tom, did you want to add anything?
No, like we kind of coming around, like you said, full circle, just same thing. My heart breaks for Bruce and his family, not just for the loss of his brother, but just for, the strain on their relationship. And just, I just hope that Bruce can try to find some peace somehow with this situation. And, his loss, our loss, the Kiss Army's loss, just a shitty thing. And it's just, like you said, our musical, people, everybody's just getting older now. And it just sucks. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
So
I know. Anything else we want to change the subject before we finish on a more happy note than that fucking somber note?
No, I think we did a nice wrap around there at the beginning and the end. We filled 2 hours with chaos. So I hope everybody enjoyed this, because I sure did as well.
Thank God you said wrap around.
Well, I was going to say something. I was going to say something else, but this is live. I'll save that for the private. I'll save that for the private videos.
Because my response was going to be, stop in the name of love.
Hey, that's
a good way to
thing.
Go ahead.
One other quick thing. We have another episode coming on in about 2 hours. Then I hope you like. We just released this week Load, the bonus album that we did with Sonny, and the feedback we got on we keep getting on these bonus albums is tremendous. It is constant about shit. How long have you known each other? Holy shit, the chemistry, it's off the charts. And we just met this fucker.
I'm a nice guy. What the fuck's wrong with you, you fuck?
And we each have a whole different personality. We bring a different perspective. We have different tastes. We love having Sonny on, and we don't usually have Sonny on. We do from time to time about Kiss, but we don't even get a chance to talk like this, open and just a free forum. This is what we talk like when we get our own little group chats going. This is a lot more us than the couple previous ones. We had a little bit of a handcuffs on us, a little bit, I would say. This is more freeform, and this is kind of our style. We'll probably end up doing something with, Steve and Potter and the Hell guys and Sonny and Growing Up Rock and maybe other people in the future. But I kind of like having that fucking dipshit over there on our show, on these live shows. What do you think, Tom?
Oh, am I the dipshit or is Sonny the dipshit?
How would you be on our show, the dipshit? I'm talking about him.
We love Sonny. We love Sonny. We love having him on here talk. I mean, for God's sakes, this was scheduled like impromptu once we heard about the sad news of Bob's passing. We're like, oh, let's go live at 8:00. 2 hours and 9 minutes later, the three of us are still talking about who knows what. So I'll tell you right now, this could go forever because this is what we do. We just talk, we go off on tangents, and we just have a blast. And I hope you guys are enjoying some of this as well. And if you missed some of the beginning of it, it'll be on our Facebook page. You can go and watch it from the beginning. Daryl Alber says, I am no dipshit, sir.
Oh,
well, at least you address, at least.
Go ahead. Finish your
No, I was going to say, at least he called me sir. I'll give him that. Thank you, Daryl.
So a couple things. As I know, just when you thought we were leaving, they bring us.
It never ends.
All right, a couple quick things. First, I want to give a quick shout out, and that's to our good friend Ed. Ed created in a spur of the moment. I told him, listen, we're thinking about doing this. I don't know how to fucking do a banner. Can you just do a banner? And he's like, just give me 10 minutes. And he came up with the best banner I've seen us do of all the live casts he did. And he did in 10 minutes. Thank you, Ed. Ed has obviously, as you guys know, like it seems like he's cornered the market and all us podcast brothers, right? Does a lot of marketing for all the podcasters, but more importantly, has an awesome show. Has an awesome store where he designs a lot of these Kiss-like themes and these shirts, everything to pillowcases, everything to stickers. He's got it all. You name it, he's got it. You want to go on about Ed a little bit? You do a better.
Can you make me some chicken wings? Ed, send me some chicken wings. 10 minutes.
We love Ed. ClickTshop.com. He sells all that Kiss-inspired stuff. He sells podcast stuff. Shout out Loudcast. It's Kiss Insider designs. Great stuff. Phantom of the Park stuff. Early Kiss career stuff. Just really awesome stuff. And we want to thank Ed for that. And like Zeus said, thank him for the banner that he put together tonight to promote the live stream. It's awesome. Chris Vickery jumps in. He says he loves the Click T-Shop shirts. Daryl Alber said, I missed the first 118 minutes. Can you start over?
Stop the show. I was going to say my nephew's on. Stop the show. Stop the show.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
In addition to this, the other guy we got to thank is the guy that you just mentioned, Daryl. Daryl does a lot of our social media stuff for Pantheon Podcast, DePancio Podcast, whatever we call it.
Yep.
He does a lot of the stuff. You'll see all of a sudden somebody will retweet something about our videos. He'll put clips together. He just did that awesome one where he did Paul Stanley solo albums. We were making fun. I think it was Murph that came up with it. That said
with
that
David Soul.
Yeah, Hold Me, Touch Me sounds like David Soul's song. What is that song that he's got?
Don't Give Up on Us, Baby, or something. And he made a video of putting them together. Oh, unbelievable!
And he did like a mashup of it, and he tweeted that. That is fucking awesome. Yeah. And then so Daryl does a great job for us there. And then in addition to that, look who's here!
Oh my God.
Just as we're signing off, we're actually saying goodnight. It's 2 hours and 13 minutes.
I didn't tell them that you were going to do this. So I'm trying to drag this out because Steve is like, oh, I'm coming. And I'm like, hurry the fuck up.
Now I'm not going to be able to sleep. I saw that face. Now I can't sleep.
It was good.
You'll be sleeping. I'll be in your dreams.
Our buddy Steve from Potter Than Hell joins us just as we're signing off. Very nice. Where are you, buddy?
I am at my friend's house. I am here with, hold on.
You have friends?
I'm here with Vanessa and Kevin.
Do they know that they're live? Do they know that they're on?
Yeah. Do they know they're live? Yeah.
Do they know that they're on Facebook Live?
They do. That's okay.
Nice.
That's okay. I just wanted to sign in to say hello. See what you fuckheads were doing.
Thanks for checking in, buddy.
Yeah, we already had the enough conversation, so you can go away now.
Okay, so what are we talking about?
What are we talking about?
Let's start over.
If you can believe it, we've been going for 2 hours and 15 minutes. We have talked about everything. We started with Bob Kulick, ended with Bob Kulick, and then it was like a Bob Kulick sandwich because then we talked about everything you could think of. Oh, Steve's showing us his empties. That's why he has that little rosy glow right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's.
Is there a pinkish hue?
Yeah. There's a hue.
This one's full.
I like a good cheek. Steve, thank you for finally coming on. I tried to delay this as much as I could, buddy.
Nah, no problem. We did a little game night, a little pizza, a little boneless wings tonight with our usual Friday night crew here.
Nice.
But glad I can get on for a couple seconds.
Hey, real quick though, any thoughts that you want to share about with everybody about Bob's passing? Because I wanted to get you on too, because you've met him, I believe, right? And you've seen them perform or something, right?
Yeah, I was able to catch him on Kiss Cruise 7, I think it was, when he played with Bruce and the guys, and it was great. It was so cool to see, and the brotherly love was happening then. I'm not sure what took place after that. I'm sure it was some kind of financial bullshit or something like that, but very sad. He was a cool guy. I talked to him on that Kiss Cruise, very briefly, just hello, you're kicking ass kind of thing, but obviously he had some kind of problems going on, but I'm kind of sad that they were not able to resolve the problems before he passed away and stuff. But dude ripped it up. I mean, just not even the Kiss stuff, just listen to the stuff that he played on Crimson Idol for Wasp, just like absolutely freaking tore it up. Just phenomenal talent. But it's weird for me. I'm on my phone, so it's hard to get a good angle here.
It's okay.
I mean, there is no good angle on my head, as you guys can see.
No, there isn't. If you took it off your head, that'd be the best angle.
Yeah, maybe I should mask up then. But yeah, I was glad I got to see him play live though. But it was cool. It was really super cool to see him play that Kiss Alive 2 Side 4 stuff.
Oh yeah,
live. Him and Bruce. It was just amazing. See him play like All American Man and Larger Than Life and stuff like that. It was incredible to see, and it's really sad. I mean that. He seemed like a decent guy. And I'm sad that he pulled his family problems on. Made them public and stuff like that. You need to just like kind of handle that stuff between yourselves and everything. But when there's money involved, it's hard to say what people are going to do or what people are going to say. But phenomenal talent. He just tore it up. And his album that he put out, The Skeletons in the Closet, listen to the song India on there. It's freaking great. Like he plays that. I don't even know what kind of instrument it is that they do the solo in it. It's just phenomenal. But very sad though. Sad day for the Kulick family for sure, and for the Kiss Army as well.
Yeah.
Hey Steve, tell Corey I said thank you again.
The mask.
Oh, he's got his mask on.
Yeah.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you.
I know. Thank you too, Corey. It's awesome. Yep, I have mine too. I don't have it with me.
Yeah,
I have it.
My art department is awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
I wear mine every day to work. So what I do is I turn it inside out because it's black on the opposite side. So when I'm in the store, it's black because I'm not allowed to have printing. But if I go to Target or whatever, I turn it the other way and then it's Kiss. So it works.
Yeah, and you know what? And the next one I send you, Sonny, is going to cover your whole head.
I have one of those.
There's going to be eye holes in it.
It's like a ski mask.
Yeah.
It's like the bag. It's like the bag your wife pulls over your head. That one too.
Why gotta go there?
It's the only way she'll have sex with me, with a bag over my head.
Steve, thanks for checking in, buddy. Next time you're going to be on here with us for the full show. We're going to do this again with you.
Yeah, no problem, guys. Thanks. I just wanted to say hello, and I didn't want to bust another show, but I just want to say hello to you guys. So,
absolutely.
Hey,
all right, brother.
Check out the Powder Than Hell podcast. I got to give my own show a plug while I'm on here for 2 seconds.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you got brought
buddy.
up. You got brought up a little bit along with your cohorts when we kind of drove in a different direction and somehow ended up in shitty bands, and and some of your partners' music taste got brought up.
Yeah, of course. Lizzie Borden always makes it onto our show.
Crocus, Lizzie Borden, I don't know who else made it, but
Enough's enough. Shotgun Messiah, Sleazebees,
Nitro,
King Cobra.
Crocus.
Don't worry. We have an episode in mind that we're gonna have Sonny on, and we're not decided on the name yet. It's gonna be called something like Sonny's Torture Episode, or Sonny Goes to Hell, or something like that. So it's coming up, and you're gonna participate.
I'm in, because I'm sure there'll be a George Jones CD in there, so I'm good.
God, you'd be lucky.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Being lucky, be my heaven, your hell.
God.
Fucking morons.
All right, guys.
See you, buddy.
I'm gonna go.
We'll see ya.
Thank you for having
All
me
right,
for a couple
Steve.
seconds.
All right, brother.
All right,
care.
take
Later,
care, buddy.
man.
On that
That
note,
was our buddy Steve from Potter Than Hell. Check his podcast out too. Awesome hard rock, heavy metal podcast. Check those guys out.
BC, Dylan, and Steve run a great show. They're awesome, lots of fun, and same thing. Want to pimp something out there, Motown?
Oh, yeah. My Enough's Enough podcast. No, I'm just kidding. No, grownuprock.com. Grown Up Rock is, we talk about all things rock, and Podcast Rock City. It's all Kiss. So I'm out there.
Nice.
What do we do?
I don't know. Tonight,
I have
we just do
no
everything.
idea.
We don't know what we do, but no, shout it out, Loudcast. Check us out, all Kiss. We like to argue about other stuff too. That's what the bonus episodes are for. That's what these live casts are for. We're on all the social medias. Obviously, if you're watching us, you know that we're on Facebook. Check us out. Our new episodes drop every Saturday. Our new one will drop soon, a little over an hour. So Thank you everybody for checking in, and thank you for the comments. Thank you for interacting. You guys make this even more fun than it already was. Zeus, Sonny, this was a blast. Great way to spend a Friday night. And with all the jokes that we had, remember, rest in peace, Bob, and thank you for the music. Appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. So I want to echo those sentiments. Guys, we always say this. The best way to get a hold of us is always through social media. You can tweet to us, put on our Facebook page. We have a group page, Shout It Out Loudcasters. We take your emails, shout it out loudcast@gmail.com. Shout it out loudcast@gmail.com. We know we read them. Reviews, 5-star child reviews on iTunes are greatly appreciated. Podchaser, wherever you can find us, we appreciate it. We thank you. God bless Bob. May he rest eternal in peace. God bless the Kulick family. God bless you two idiots. And God bless Kiss Army.
And one more thing, Daryl, you're coming in late. We have mentioned Pantheon before, but we'll say it again because you're here. Pantheon Podcast Network. We're on it with a bunch of other awesome shows, and that's where our buddy Daryl Albert comes from. So we thank him. But with that being said, everybody, thank you so much. Great time tonight. We'll see you guys soon. Thank you.
Peace out, Girl Scout.